Doesn't matter.
No, yeah, she was just...
The only one there.
She just wants the accolades, that's all.
She wants the gold star, basically.
Before I die.
Oh.
Yeah.
The clout.
Alright.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I'm
What?
feeling good today, man!
Hey. So you had to like eliminate all of our hearing.
Yes, and also eliminate our...
No forgiveness.
Yeah.
Audio
You do not deserve it.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
nice.
You do not deserve it.
Trust me, Kendall, I know.
Listen, no, that's not what I'm talking about. But I'm saying, I will not apologize for breaking y'all's ears.
No.
This is one of those days that I don't have a headache, I'm feeling energetic, which doesn't usually happen at this time of year, at this specific moment. So, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna run with it, and I'm gonna use it. Also, small little note, Alejandra, the thing that happened with Ava, the D&D session with Ava, one shot, went rather well. She said it was she said it was interesting, to say the least.
Ooh.
Did she say it was good?
I didn't ask that question.
Uh-oh.
She has
Yeah.
it was different. It was more of like something I kind of made on the fly for her. So it wasn't as polished, but I think she was really interested. As far as the role playing went, she enjoyed that sort of interaction, though she herself is more of a quiet person. She really enjoyed it. She's starting to understand and trying to get into the rhythm of understanding how roles work, and which is the main thing. But once I have a feeling once she gets more used to rolling and stuff, I think it'll make a lot more sense for her.
Okay.
So other than that, it went pretty damn well.
My man.
I wouldn't quite say that, but it went a certain way, I guess. I had high hopes for it, but then again, I knew that it probably wouldn't be too great. But of course, you know, I have certain expectations of things, as everyone knows. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the playlist, and we'll get started. For anyone else that, huh?
Are we actively doing campaign?
What?
Sake.
I'm sorry, what was your question? I'm sorry, what was your question?
What the fuck is that?
I'm sorry, what was your question, Nick? You wanna ask that question again?
Actually, just happened.
I was like,
I did.
what?
I hope
Not
most
actually
people
putting
noticed. I hope most people understood what happened.
Alright.
Well,
They
I
did,
know.
they scared me. He
Bro-
blinked everybody
Wow.
onto a different channel.
No questions, just did it.
You didn't even
That
ask.
is-
Okay.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's kinda... That's...
Oh, that's the word you use. That's the one. That's like okay. All right then. So let me go ahead and get the audio balance for the music and everything, and I think we're good. All right, let's go do a quick roll call. Make sure audio balance is good. Discord raise. Alejandra, speak.
Hello.
Okay. Taylor, speak.
Eh.
All right. Rosie, speak.
Eh.
All right. Nick, speak. Dom, speak.
Heyo.
Sparta, speak.
I don't care.
Nice.
Aww.
Jillian, speak.
Is it bedtime yet?
Yes. Zachary,
Go to
speak.
bed.
Here.
Sweet. Awesome. So now that that's everyone, okay. Let me make one last message. Okay. So So, last session, if you all need a reminder,
No.
a starting puzzle with two different opposing sides, one red and one blue, seems to encapsulate the minds of 5 of our retinue, with the other half being more of the explorer type, delving deeper into the crits that you all are contained within. At the current moment, though, with Arthas, let's see if I get this right. Arthas, Ori, Lepri, Zerul, and Bobius.
Wait,
Did I get that 5?
Where's Ori? Ori's
Or,
with us?
yes.
Yeah.
Why do you
Ori,
think
I
Why do you
thought
think Rosie complained?
I thought
I think
Okay.
Era's there too.
she is. It's just
Would she be in?
No,
Actually, wait a sec.
wherever Arthas is.
Can I
outside
wait?
the
Wait, wait,
crib.
wait, wait. She would be wherever Arthas is. Okay, in that case, I have. Okay, I'm gonna do a thing. In hindsight, because you did leave early,
You gonna
I believe.
check if she's no longer with them?
Mm-hmm. So we'll say that Era would take a complete 180, try to head back into the room right before Zerul flips the hourglass, and with Lepri kind of being a little bit more confused about the pebbles and the placement of such, I will have her replace him for this purposes of the puzzle.
So Lepri's gonna have been with the other group?
No, he's staying in this room.
Okay.
he's just like
No,
he's just
yeah.
in a corner, just staring at the wall, being like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on."
All right, so now there are 3 per side.
Yeah.
Okay, it's even now.
So I actually will allow you guys to choose your 3 again, considering that that person is not here.
Okay.
All right, so specifically, remember this time it is Era and Zerul that have sides. So essentially, they're like team captains, right?
Let's go. We're team captains.
It should be Era, Arthas, and Ori.
Nope, it's their decision, by the way.
Oh,
As you see the illuminating mirror casts a blue light over the entire board in front of you. These respective squares glow brightly.
Oh.
I wonder what that could mean.
Throw rock at it. Throw the pebbles at it.
Wait, who are the 6 in the room now? Leslie?
Okay.
All right,
Corner.
let's do a name check. All right, hold on. Actually, also additionally, I gotta put the session name as per customary reasoning in the right place because I did put it in announcements. Here to Dawn. All right. Awesome. Do you need the 6? You guys can go ahead and.
I have the.
Do you know the 6?
No, I should. It's in my notes.
All right. All right. So player,
Rosie freaking notes.
I don't know enough. Tell me.
players,
You messed me up.
players, help
So
your
we have-
fellow
we
player.
have, we have Zerul, Lepri, Bobius, Era, Arthas, Ori.
I was
Yes.
missing Bobius. Okay, perfect.
Yep. And Era and Zerul both team captains, right? Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so decide your fates as you see your stones illuminate in some sort of magic script that glows over your eyes in a purple light, almost near blinding to you, as you hold a solid pebble that ends up growing a little bit more in size, becoming more of a throwing stone.
Mean a rock?
Not quite.
Shut the hell up.
Not quite. But yeah.
Shit, we picked up Levia.
All right, so let's go ahead and start with Zerul. Who's going to be your first? You can alternate.
I'm gonna point at Lepri and be like, you.
You see Lefrey kind of cheer a little bit. Let's go. You also observe that as he seems a little bit more relaxed and not throwing pebbles in the immediate the following room. Just being curious about the results. He's standing on your side. Okay, Era.
Arthas.
Okay.
Arthas is not at all surprised.
Wonder why that is. Okay, back to you, Zerul.
Okay,
You have
so
one
I have to
other.
choose between
You have to,
obvious
and Ori.
and Ori.
Is it?
Fuck my life. I choose obvious.
So actually, this is rather interesting.
It is.
Let me roll something. Also, Nick, yeah, you heard what I said earlier, yeah? About the
About?
metal dice?
Oh yeah.
Bro, it's so nice. I went to Barnes & Noble earlier.
Nobles.
After, little
Did
date
Zero
thing.
choose obvious?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Write that down. Write it down.
I
Our
am.
families together.
Yay.
It's Family Feud, but like on crack.
Okay, who's Steve Harvey?
Correct.
We need fucking Steve Harvey.
That's
We need a-
Lepre. That's Lepre. That's
That is Steve Harvey.
actually
No, we
me.
need a Gollum. We need a Gollum
Oh,
Steve
what?
Harvey.
Me?
And you fulfill all the requirements of being Steve Harvey.
That's so true.
Like,
That is so
like
true.
what? Like what? Like what, Nick?
Absolutely nice. Grazie. All right, let's go. So you guys have decided your side.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and look at the queue real quick and jump to 11. All right, sweet.
Puzzles.
All right. With the illuminating space, it appears that the respective leaders that had the pebble that grew in their hands seem to coordinate a symbol that resounds on the two squares that I indicated earlier.
You should move Bobbyus, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should probably move us all to proper places.
So Bobbyus is on this side, Zerul on
With
this
Zerul.
side.
Yep.
Do I
Yo,
need to
let's
get on
go.
roll 20?
Hmm?
Should I get on roll 20?
No, you shouldn't.
Not at all. We're doing pretty much magic chest.
Chest.
It's okay, I can use my brain.
Yes.
I don't need to see it.
Or checkers. Whatever this is.
We'll see. And I think
Oh,
you'll start to
okay,
understand how this works momentarily.
Well, at least Tex isn't playing because he'll forget how to play.
Now everyone is picking up your respective stones, yeah?
Sure.
All right. So, those who do not have leader stones, you realize that Arthas, yours turns into a symbol of a cross on your pebble.
Arthas just raises an eyebrow, not really sure what the symbol means.
Ori, yours turns into that of like a very rigid circle.
Fantastic. Gross or like a carving?
No, like a carving.
Okay, fantastic.
For Zerul, it appears. Oh, hold on. Give me just a moment. I gotta let me down. Oh.
What?
Letting his dad in?
What is his dad? His cat? Like what?
I don't know.
He
I
said
don't know.
his dad.
Like his dad?
All right, I'm back.
His dad?
I'm back.
Kendall, is your dad your cat or something? Why'd you have to?
What?
Nothing.
No, I heard your
Yeah,
question.
that up.
No, it's because I locked the. No, it's because I locked the top lock, and he can't get in without.
You locked him out. Wow.
He didn't want
He
to
went
like,
to listen. He went to go get food, and it's dark.
Hey, is your
Wow.
dad's name Jimmy? Is that why you locked the door?
No, and goodness.
Maya. Kendall.
Maya!
Kendall.
Okay, so as for Zerul, it seems as your stone exchanges the symbols of others. As Lepre's and Bobby's, your stones do not illuminate. However, only Zerul's does. And it seems the symbols that are on it only Zerul can make a certain decision, but it appears to be cycling through at a rate that is really hard for you to predict.
It's a mystery box, basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what will you do about these glowing squares?
Step on them. I don't know.
Will you walk over to them?
Is this no game no life chess where you play with like?
No, it's not that simple, unfortunately. I actually have learned from that, and trying to make this a bit better. Alright, as soon as you stand on the checkered tiles, your vision, similar to what Ramon described, completely goes dark. It's almost as if you're completely aimless. You can only see your immediate adjacent squares in terms of distance.
Literal
Everywhere
fog of
else
war.
is...
Yay.
Oh, that's what this is.
Era, will you do the same?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, sweet. The same thing happens to you. Everything goes dark, you're still able to hear, but specifically for Era, you feel as if there's a greater strength, almost valiance, representatives of 4 others on your side, compared to Zerul, in which you just hear silence.
Can I step 1 square to the left? It's a rules left, that is.
As you try to shift your foot over, you find yourself unable to move to your sides.
So he's the. Well, that doesn't make sense. If he's
I thought I was king and that I would have been granted like queen vision, but no, that's not how that works.
Parents should try to move forward.
Alright, so, considering actually that you have the first move, indeed,
oh, that's why.
you step forward. Cyril?
I'm gonna slide to the left.
You still are unable to slide to the left, however, you still may make your move. You feel your body just kind of almost right up against a wall to your left.
He's a bishop?
Oh, you said that doesn't count as my move?
No. You can do other things. Remember, you still have y'all's stones in your hands.
So wait, can
Oh,
the
okay,
rest
so
of us do anything?
by the way, remember how I mentioned Arthesis is a cross and Ores is kind of a rigid circle?
I wonder what that means.
Yours is a
wonder.
forward line.
I get it.
Do you?
I think.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so, Zerul, what will your move be? And
Wait, can I look at my... real quick?
yours is cycling through the circle, the cross, and the forward line at a random rate. For Bobius and Lepri, it appears as yours are completely blank.
So
Your
who's
dark
gonna
stones are
play
missing.
as a leopard?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I guess those two are pawn?
No. I don't think that's how that works. Unless it's just I'm cucked. I'm gonna try to move, like, diagonal left, if that makes sense. Like,
You are unable to. You feel your ability to move forward, but not to the left at all.
so I can just move
pawn.
just forward, okay. Then I guess I move forward.
Alright, cool. As you shift forward, Era, it is again your turn. You then feel your pebbles illuminate.
Go! Look down at it. Look right in front of her. Like she wants to throw it, but just take another step.
So you take another step and throw it, or are you just staying in the same square and throwing it?
She's taking a step forward and throwing it.
Got it. So as you take a step forward and throw your stone, cast it out in the square in front of you, you immediately see a giant stone wall erect directly in front of you. That seems to block off Zerul's advance.
Oh.
Oh. That's what that does.
Yikes.
Alright, Zerul. You
Is it
feel
still
as if next to this wall, your pebble feels more of, you know how a sling feels, as you feel a weight almost a temperance in your fist. Almost a rage to break this wall.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to punch the wall with like the pebble hand.
As you punch the wall with the pebble hand, you remove part of it. The square in front of you. Era, it is again your turn. However, Era, your pebble dissolves in terms of its line. It is now just a blank stone.
She's gonna pick it back up.
No. So as
Okay,
as it left your hand, yeah. So you have the stone back in your hand, but it's empty essentially.
Okay.
I wonder how this works.
She's gonna take a step to the right, or try to.
Okay, you take a step to your right. Zerul?
Well, I can't move either left or right. Is that still a thing?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to move forward.
You're gonna keep your stone in your hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my stone in my hand.
Okay. It's still cycling through all of the different symbols. Era, back to you.
She's gonna move forward.
Cool. You move forward, you can kind of align your body with the left side of the wall, or rather, on the left side of your body. You can feel this cold sort of presence, almost as if it's a complete giant ice wall made to block the advance of potential others. You can see that it's more protective than anything else, and maybe this has been used before. Zerul.
I mean, you could try going forward.
Well, it's just I don't know if this is like a game where you win by just getting to the other side, or like if this is a game where like you try to like fuck up the other person. I don't know which one of them.
No, this is a game of Kendall making us miserable.
I mean that's obviously always true, but like that's not what we're talking about here.
All right, I'm gonna play Minecraft and punch some trees real quick.
Got it. As you start breaking away at this ice wall again, it is then made shorter. Era?
Aaron's gonna move to the right again.
Move to the right again. Alright, Zerul. Also, don't forget about Chell's Pebbles. Specifically Arthas and Ori.
Are we
Question.
supposed to take action?
You
Oh,
can.
wait,
you
are we
can if
allowed
you
it?
want to. You can
That
if
would've
you
been
want
nice
to.
know.
I wonder why you have those pebbles in your hand to represent something.
Can Arthas somehow like, hold on? Arthas is gonna. Is there a way he could pass the stone arrow without activating it?
Perhaps.
Can he touches the stone to the hourglass thing?
As you touch the stone with the hourglass, you then see a teleportation spell of such occur upon the objects that swap the pebbles. Now you have the blank one in your hand, and she has the cross one in her hand.
Pog.
Alright? That actually
shit.
consumes a move. Zerul.
All right, okay. So like you know how I can't move left?
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel I could chuck my stone to the left?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna chuck my stone approximately like at this square.
Just throw
Just throw it in air.
gonna kill her.
I
Stone.
literally cannot even see the map, so.
Oh.
20. Okay, about 20 feet.
Can
As
someone
you-
stream it? I'm on mobile.
I can't. I will not because reasons, but I'm sure you guys understand why. Thank you.
I cannot see the
Biggest
map at
face.
all. That's my issue.
All
That's
right.
why I'm streaming then.
All right, sweet. Let me know when you're able to see it. Also, you can take snips if streaming doesn't work.
Alright, cool.
Oh, you can you see it now?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So that red rectangle is where the line in front of you arose. Zerul, as you prepare to throw your pebble over to her square exactly, it lands directly in front of Era, like on her square, but then it warps back to your hand.
Okay.
It is still your turn, Zerul.
Alright, I'm gonna walk forward.
All right. You walk forward, Era.
Okay.
So now you have the cross stone in your hand.
She's going to take a step to her left
Uh huh.
again.
Step to your left.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You do. Zerul.
Alright, I still can't move to the left?
Nope.
So this is like
I'm
a
gonna-
1v1.
I don't know. Is it?
Oh wait, can I try?
So far it looks that way. Wait, they still
No,
both
that's
have
the
blank
dreads.
pebbles, right?
Yeah, they do.
Does Ori have a blank one?
Ori does not.
No,
She
that's a rigid circle.
has a rigid circle.
Wait, so if I touch my little pebble to the hourglass,
I wonder what happens.
No, don't do that. Do not do that.
I wonder what happens.
Taylor, try that. Try it.
No, don't try that. That's a terrible idea.
You might want to
If you were
communicate
paying
this in
attention, you would
character if
know
you want
why
to.
That's a terrible idea.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I want to take my pebble, right?
Mhm.
Before Taylor like does any like stuff. And I want to just throw it at the wall in front of me.
So right here,
Yes.
roll 1d3 before you do that.
Oh god.
Out his back, it hits him in the face.
You rolled a 2.
Yeah.
All right. A 2 is this one. Okay. So, in front of you, as you then throw your stone, it appears as if a wall of flame, though in a cross section, appears.
Oh.
Oh.
That's cool.
Interesting. Which then extends the ice flame here.
Fuck.
Oh, it's
Okay.
like a little cross. Or penis.
That's the thing you that
Very
is okay.
Okay, I'd be very concerned if yours looked like that, buddy. You should probably go see a fucking doctor.
All right, Era, it is your turn.
She-
You see this almost screen of flame just kind of rise very thinly in front of you and to, well, not in front of you because you can't see that far, but to your sides. Or to your left side.
She's going to throw her stone directly in front of her.
So, to this square?
No, like as far as you can.
You
the
can
wall.
throw your stone approximately 20 feet. So, let's see.
Which is how long.
So that would go about to here.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, four out, right?
So that would be right here. Is that where you
Yeah.
throw your stone? Okay. Similarly, another wall of flame is then erected. In front of you? I wonder what's
I
going
am
on here.
quite literally boxed.
Also, Zerul, your stone went blank.
Mm.
It seems as the stones in Lepri's and Bobbius in your hand particularly, it seems like your stone is glowing.
Obviously, you have a glowing stone.
Bobbius, what shall you do,
Bobbius-
good sir?
Bobby has puts it
Arthas
in his
had
statue.
glowing stone. What did Arthas do? He touched it to the teleporter, the sand hourglass thingy, and then what happened? It switched.
He's going. He's just.
No, I'm here.
Get back.
I'm here.
Hi.
No, he's gone.
No, you're just completely
What?
you're gone. So you feel the pebble that is in your hand seem to resonate with a certain purple energy. It seems to gradually grow as the usage of Zerul's stone also passed. So, what shall you do?
Stone?
It's glowing. You said you were going to put it against the hourglass a moment ago, yeah?
Well, I was just trolling, but I guess I'll do that now.
Goddamn.
I mean, it's up to you, man. I ain't forcing
Yeah,
you
I'll
to do
click
anything.
I'll click against Hourglass.
Alright, so as you move up to the hourglass, the two stones warp. Zerul, the stone that you now hold in your hand seems as it has those random symbols again. As now, Bobius, you hold a completely blank symbol. It doesn't seem like any powers are being released from it. That used to move.
Can I-
Arid, it's your turn.
Oh wait, can I do something real quick?
Yep.
Can I go over here and taunt Sarah?
She can't see you.
She could hear him though.
You can hear
No,
him.
If I moved over here, if I moved over here,
She still can't see you. She can only see
And then-
immediate adjacent.
and then
It's-
yell,
She can hear it better. She'll be able to hear the sounds.
Alright, go for it.
"You suck at everything," and Ori is also suck.
Boy, shut up.
Damn.
That'll hit a nerve, definitely.
Okay, would Era be able to tell which direction his voice
Yes, you were able to
Yeah,
tell
I'm
that it's
gonna
coming
make
from your right.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
Era
imitate
is
Leopard's
taking
voice.
her eye off her person and throwing it directly at her right as hard as she can.
Alright, so with a -4 modifier, go ahead and roll your psi, please.
My gosh.
But
Bring the child into it? Jeez.
Bobius, what's your AC?
I think I don't.
let me check. 16.
16. Okay, so as
doesn't.
yeah, no. So as you throw one of your psi over towards him, it sticks behind him, but it just barely grazes past his hair, almost taking off a couple of his hairs from the side of his face. You can see it stabs into the stone wall behind you. Very pleasant make of a dagger, however, you are still frightened by this immediate throw.
Ours
Well,
is
this
kinda-
is quite pinpoint
Ours is
accuracy.
Yell at Bobius. You better shut the fuck up.
Arthas just kind of like hears this and kind of snickers. That's my era.
Also, while Obvious was taunting Eric, he made a voice like leopard sounds.
It's not gonna help.
That doesn't really help that much. He still throws it in that same direction. However, Ori, do you have a reaction to this?
I'm formulating it, yeah? Okay.
Poor Ori.
Ori is gonna, go over and retrieve her psi, but as she walks past Bobius, she's gonna slap him in the arm.
Bobius,
Is that a
response?
girl?
He's gonna walk back to where he's standing.
Absolutely no counter. You just a walk of shame. But yeah, you hold Era's psi in your hand, Ori. So just keep that in mind.
Well,
Alright, cool.
Wait,
Apart
question,
from that,
Ken.
yeah.
Is there more rocks like we have around just sitting there?
No. Just the 3 and 3.
Okay.
Also, yours seem to have lost power,
Mhm.
specifically, and the one that Era used also lost power. However, Ori, you still feel yours resonate with the rough circle.
me.
All right.
What are you
Whose turn is
supposed
it?
to do?
It was
Blue side.
Era's. Yeah. Well,
So
technically red side, because remember the hourglass is opposite of the poster or the paintings.
Damn it.
Kendall, will the taunt affect Era's performance? in
Oh,
the
but-
battle?
No.
Oh, but, Kendall, didn't Era last round just throw the cross?
Oh yeah, she did, didn't she?
So it'd be
So yeah, it is yours.
Zerul's.
Yeah, it's the rules.
Okay.
I don't know what, because I can't move left to right, right? And going forward, really, I don't like this.
You remember you have to you feel your stone as if it's trying to force you forward beyond this fiery wall.
I want to try to wait. There's like ice entwined with this fire, right?
No, it seems completely encompassed in fire now. So it's just firewalls that exist.
I want to walk through the fire.
Okay. Specifically that your body is able to easily mitigate this. It seems as you do not catch a flame at all for some strange reason. Let me do one more thing, and you can go ahead and drag your character in the open space. Almost as if you broke the wall in front of you. Rather, actually, no. So you have to, so as you walk forward, you realize cleansing the flame, but you would need to take another step. So you would be in the previous spot, but the path before you is clear.
So it takes 2 turns pretty much to get through a wall, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. All right, Era.
Era's gonna move to her right again.
All right, you do.
Right, left.
Zerul. Oh, left? Wait, did you say left or right?
No, I was trying to think which direction is which. Yeah, right.
Right, yeah.
Why not just say north, south, east, and west, so it's
You
less
could.
confusing.
You could. No, yeah, you could use
The
that.
square
Too.
that won't put her directly into fire.
Nice.
We could use coordinates.
yeah. Let's go ahead and use.
Coordinates, that's simple.
Let's use
Exactly.
latitude and
Yeah.
longitudes, bro. Given
you.
degrees, north, south, east, west. Let's see where the sun rises in this, ruin area.
Other news. So Era still has that blank stone in her hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ori's gonna go over to the hourglass and do the same thing that Arthur did and press it against it.
As you do, you feel as if the stone warps in between the hourglass and warps into Era's hand, exchanging a blank stone for Era. You now have the rough circle stone in your hand, imbued with a magic power, or you are then replaced with with a stone with empty power.
Okay.
All right, and it's back to Zerul.
All right, so I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna move west.
With with fire completely surrounding you, almost with the exception of your rear, you feel as if the encumbering forces of trying to persist onward, mayhap a person who've played this game before, also appears to have their soul speak to you, and it says, "The creation of these fires was the very reason all of this started. Had the gods not chosen this, he would have definitely lost, and I would be myself."
What?
Alejandra,
I'm sorry.
you know.
Oh no.
You
I know what
know.
it makes me feel happy. You DM cackling.
Yes, it is. Yeah, indeed it is. All right, so now, Era, back to you. Or actually, Zerul, any response to anything that was said, or is it just more of a mental thing?
I'm gonna take a mental note of that and then
Got it.
move on with that.
Yes, sir. All right, Era,
Oh, okay.
back to you.
He's going to take a step forward.
All right, cool. Zerul,
Take a step. Wait, punch ice.
front.
Wait, is that fire? In
It's
front of me
fire.
now, or
It's
is
fire. You would have to clear it first, but yes. You can
I'm
do
gonna
that.
cleanse the fire.
Cleansing the flame, renewing the square in front of you. Era,
Question, Kendall.
yo.
Could Arthur step on the board?
You, with attempt to? No, it seems as the representatives specifically have been chosen.
Okay.
She's going to take another step forward.
You do? Cornered in flame, you then hear another voice. I almost thought he had a sort of victory. I never knew that he would become this real of a threat. I had to recruit them. It was the only way to keep us all alive. That voice speaks to you. Alejandra, you good?
Sorry.
Aaron is going to whisper back to it. I don't care much about
It's completely silent. Then back to Zerul.
I'm gonna move west.
Yes, sir. All right, Era.
Yeah, Mom.
Also, don't forget, Zerul, you still have that pebble in your hand.
She's going to throw it about 3 squares towards where,
About where?
towards where the goal.
So here?
No, like 3 squares.
Like here?
Kinda.
This one?
Back.
So, like,
Here?
closer to him?
No, like directly where he's at.
As you remember last time when he threw it back to you, you felt the stone teleport back to his hand. So you feel as if you're unable to throw it directly at him. But it's still your turn.
Okay. She's gonna throw it to the square right behind him.
So this one?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, you feel a cascade of force, earthen force, that seems to grow in almost a rough square around Zerul. This is going to be an interesting thing to construct, but we're going to use the polygon tool because it's going to be
I was
really
about to
hard.
say, how the fuck are you gonna get a circle on a square board?
No, just all these
Minecraft,
circle.
you played
All these
Minecraft,
squares
you'll
make
know.
a circle.
All these squares make a
What-
circle.
what-
All of these squares make a circle.
About 7 if you do it right.
I like my references being
But
understood.
it's more like hexagons and circle whatever.
Shush.
They are.
Indeed. Let's see. How far does that one go?
How
Roughly this.
geometric.
Geometry is weird. But yes,
Ew. What the
it is
fuck?
very strange. It is very
Nice.
strange. I'm trying to work with what I have here, okay?
Is that a Pizza Hut?
Whoa.
Yes, sir.
Is
Yes, sir.
Okay,
You know,
okay,
that should
one of us
probably
is secretly
color.
Domino's, the other's is Pizza Hut. Come on.
That should have been a different color.
Here, I'll put it in a different color.
Make it Domino's, bro.
Let's see. Free
I
hand
swear
will
that-
use. Oh, I can use. Hold on. Ah, I forgot. Ah. Okay.
What,
Okay.
what the fuck
Okay.
is that?
Okay. 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 We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Shut-
Don't worry.
We're chilling. We're chilling, fam. Nothing at all
Are
has
you
happened.
sure?
No,
Nice.
I've never been less sure in my life. Why is it still red? I changed it to purple. I don't
I didn't
understand.
even see anything. Oh, now I can.
Yeah, no.
There,
It's
it's purple now.
all right. And then this one. These two. This one
Huh?
here. Actually, this third. Yeah. And then the one directly in front. And this one.
That's
It appears
interesting,
it's interesting because it seems as if Era and Zerul, your presences appear to almost constrict this earthen force from blocking you. So you feel an almost sizable, massive, bless you, sizable stalactite grow from the ground as you see that when it raises up, it seems also to rock the ruins itself. But yeah, Zerul, you feel yourself completely surrounded in earthen and essence, with a rumbling of flames nearest you, to your front and to your north, or to your west and north.
just use directions.
All right, Zerul, it is your turn.
Can I punch directly in front of me?
Yes, you
Or,
may.
like,
You may
like,
cleanse it.
yeah.
Yes. You also
Okay.
notice that it also cleansed the fire as well.
go.
All right, Era.
I'm trapped. She's going to take a step to her right again.
Are you?
punch
I mean,
enough.
you remember. You feel the pebble in your hand seem to
Oh,
grow with an
She can
energy.
punch it. Okay, I wasn't. She's going to punch the stuff in front of her.
As you do, you break the earth in front of you, and with that, also cleansing the flame underneath. Zerul, your turn.
All right. I want to. I want to throw my pebble like right here.
Let me. Let me. Right there.
The white square.
Okay.
Wait, actually, hold on. I want to hold on to it for now.
Want to hold on to it? Okay. What else are you going to do then?
I'm gonna move forward.
Got it. So you do. All right, Era.
She's going to
She's gonna what?
move forward.
Okay, you move forward. With walls on your sides, another voice enters your mind. Almost the road of hell, the road to such, a land aspire beyond conception. Thus was the origins of our place be made in front of us. We couldn't tell. Not even then. I hope we're able to remember what we once were. Unfortunately, for him, he couldn't experience this with us. That speaks to you, Era.
She's gonna choose to ignore it.
Huh?
She's gonna choose to ignore it.
Okay. So you are the last one to move, right, Era?
Yeah.
Alright, Zerul, go.
Okay. I want to shout to Bobbius and be like, "Hey, Bobbius!"
You can hear you.
What?
Where's Era?
Like, okay, so if you look to your left, well, I guess like, so like, wait, let me see.
Gotta do the math here.
So if you so imagine where you're looking is north. If you go directly southwest, you'll run into her.
I'm like, okay. And then I want to throw my pebble. I can't throw it directly at Era. I want to throw my pebble like a little bit more south than west.
A little bit more
that
south.
makes-
So
Well, it'd
this
be more, a
way?
little bit more east.
Oh,
than
okay. So in
south,
front of her.
I guess.
Okay, so in front of where I was walking. Okay, so first roll D3 again. Okay.
That's be fun.
As you then see, actually, hold on. Let me indicate this with a different color again. Ice. You then see a wall of ice amalgamate in front of Era that extends in one direction, a single line, if you will. Your pebble loses its power, and now you have two pebbles without power. Lepri then switches, so you now have a stone with power in your hand again. Era, you see a wall of ice erect in front of you.
Era is going to yell, "Fuck you, Zerol!"
Zerol's gonna yell, "Love you too! Love you too!" back.
Arthas kind of like gives him a look, kind of like crosses his arms when he says that, but he chooses not to say anything until for now.
Era's gonna like kind of mutter, but try to see if Zerol would hear. I'm still kicking your ass when we get out of here.
Zerol chuckles but doesn't say anything.
I want Ori to do something.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, so, can Ori like walk over here
Yeah, you may.
and use so she still has arrow side, right?
Mm-hmm.
She hit the ice right here.
It appears that there's a barrier that is constricting all movement from within the board and without of the board.
Wait, I have an idea.
Do you?
Wait,
I swear.
Ori, go tap your empty stone on his hourglass.
Ori shouts back okay, and she does that.
All right. As you tap your empty stone against that hourglass, nothing happens.
Let's go.
Alright.
Try to give me my sigh back using the hourglass, but okay.
Hey, that's what I was about to do. But anyway,
I mean, try it.
Damn, y'all are mean.
Ori flies. Yeah, she goes back to the other hourglass,
Mhm.
and then she presses her thigh to it.
The sai
Press
then
the
warps back into your possession, Era.
Sweet. Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Era's going to clear the block to her left.
You're gonna clear. Okay, so the flame to your left, as you cleanse it, as it extinguishes, you then clear it. There's a rule. Your turn.
I'm gonna clear the stuff in front of me.
Awesome. Also, you still have a pebble with randomness in your hand. Era, it is your turn.
I thought he already used it.
No, he has.
No, I got it
he has
with
one more.
leprosy.
He has
Oh,
one more.
okay.
He got lepers. Yeah.
She's going to clear directly in front of her.
All right, cool. You start hacking away at the ice in front of you as it shatters into thousands of pieces and dust acclimates below you, but it then dissolves on the presence of this board, being more like one essence. There's a roll, go.
Forward.
Cool. Era?
How tall is this ice?
Huh?
How tall is the ice?
The ice is probably about... Because of this room being... Let's see. Let me check something real quick. Oh, okay. So, with this room being probably about 15 feet tall, the wall is beyond your sight, meaning that it's likely more than 5 feet tall. Or rather, beyond your seeing sight, which would be about 10 feet. So it's
So
beyond
it's
that
not at
distance.
head level.
No, it is way beyond head level. It's probably like you wouldn't be able to reach your arms up and touch the top of it.
So she's going to attempt to jump and dig her thigh into the ice wall.
As you move forward, well, first you have to move forward because you broke the ice in front of you.
Yeah, well, she'll do that.
So
and then she'll do
afterwards,
that.
yeah, okay. Zerul?
Does
Okay,
she
so-
make it onto the ice?
No. She has to walk
Next
forward first
up.
because it was out of her range.
So Jen,
Oh,
that's why
okay.
Jen, you get rid of the purple and red ones because they don't take 2 turns to get rid of.
1, 2, 3. Wait, so I can throw a stone here? Here?
You may.
Okay, because I want to throw my pebble there.
All right. Roll 1d3 first.
Perfect.
As you probably... Oh, that's 10:30. Okay, so as you see again, your stone... Here, we're going to use purple again. Not on that one. That would be nice if I could properly indicate color. Go ahead and click purple. All right, cool. What stone was it?
It was a 1.
I know, but what space?
The one where the back flame wall was.
So that okay, that yeah. All right. So as it shifts slightly backwards away from that position, it does cover this area. Oh, whoops! I can actually do it, but yeah, I can do this, which makes it so much easier. And then I can do this, which makes this easier. Sweet. All right, cool. It seems as the flames are instead completely consumed by earth in replacement.
You can get through the earth faster than the ice.
It's at the same speed.
Oh, is it? I thought you could.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
oh,
no,
it's
it's
like
at the-
it's mixed. Okay.
yeah. All right, so Era, your turn.
Step to the right.
All right, you
I
step
thought
to
she
the
was gonna
right.
Try to climb up.
Well,
the
now
ice is
it's
gone
not ice anymore.
I mean, it's earth. Wouldn't that be easier to climb up than ice?
Not with the thigh.
Now you see a wall of fire in front of you, Era. Zerul.
I'm gonna clear the fire in front of me.
All right. Ooh, you feel as if a presence in getting closer to your goal as you start hearing a shimmering light, but also the cawing of ravens around you. Era?
She'll clear the fire in front of her.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you may. As you then clear the fire in front of you, let me go ahead and copy, paste shrink. Move this here. And move this here. Shrink that. Cool. Alright. You then clear it in front of you. Alright. Zerul.
Move west.
Alright. Era.
Move forward.
Okay. Zerul.
Clear fire.
Era.
I don't know what he'll do next.
This feels like
Move
actual
forward.
chat. Stop.
Zerul.
Move forward.
Fire. One stone of fire remains, and you hear a voice. Yes, my last goal. I just need to be able to return. If I can do that, I have a chance to being whole. But I must get my vengeance, one way or another. Alright, Era? Alright, Zerul.
Hear the fire.
Cleansing the flame, you feel the essence of the opposite hourglass nearest you. Era? Era?
Era.
Move forward.
As Era, you also feel progressively closer to your goal. You then hear, finally, a seal that actually works. Now, we're only constrained by time. If we can find him by then we may actually can turn the tide of fate in our favor. The gods would not need to worry. I'm sure of it. Zerul?
I'm gonna move forward.
You feel the hourglass in front of you. Victory's at hand. Era?
Clear the ice to her left.
As you clear the ice to your left with one more step, Zerul.
I want to touch the hourglass.
Okay.
Turn it upside down.
Okay, give me a moment. We're going to where is?
I'm back.
Last.
Back.
Hello. Welcome back, my friend.
What's happening?
Nothing much at all, with the exception that Zerul got to the other side. Zerul, the second that you touch the hourglass, both of them flip. Era, you do a little bit of blinking as your eyes readjust to the lighting in the room. Everyone, it appears that the barriers have fallen. As you notice all of the stone, ice, and fire that is acclimated on essentially what is the field of battle disappear. Seems as it was only temporary. Zerul, you look to the painting in front of you in partial disgust. You don't know why you feel this way. It seems as the stone is incredibly angry, if you could call it that emotion, with Arthas and Ori standing on opposite sides of the painting. Whereas Era, you look in front of you and also see a sort of disdain from your side as well. But in this, the glass from the mirror dims. It then begins to glow a dark violet. You start feeling a rumbling in the crypts, perhaps deeper, as if something has been activated. So, the stones in your hands are then returned to the pedestals whence they came, and the tiles do not seem imbued with magic. You feel as if you're able to freely move.
Era's going to sprint towards him.
You're in a sprint towards who?
Zerul.
Oh no.
So, running across the stone tiles, you look behind you, you start sprinting towards the rules. He's standing in front of the hourglass, and you run behind him. And?
She's gonna punch him really hard.
Superman punch, let's go!
Oh my god.
Jumps in the air.
Also, that's a surprise. I would say that's a very surprise attack. So he has his back to her.
He indeed does. In this moment, Era, you would auto crit. Go ahead and roll your weapon. please.
Ow!
My what?
Are you doing it to hurt him?
Just a tiny bit.
No, wait.
So it's unarmed.
That's why I'm asking. Is are you actually
Rolling
going full
damage.
force, or like rolling damage worth of pain, or?
I mean, take whatever I roll and cut it in half, because she's
We
only
could do
gonna
that.
use
We could do
half
that.
her strength.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, so 2.
So, no, because it's not a crit. You roll twice. You roll damage twice, and then cut it in half.
Oh. Roll again.
So,
So
that,
it's
I would
3.5.
round. So yeah. So 3. Yeah. Okay. So Zerul, you take 3 points of bludgeon damage as you feel a very sharp pain slam into the back of your skull, as you do feel Era's fist just kind of collide against you. It does make you like kneel over and bend forward drastically as her fist then tries to come back from recoil. Feel this throbbing pain sensation on the back of your head. Ori, Arthas, Era, responses?
Arthur just kind of crosses his arms. Era. Every time I see you two together, one of you has a bruise on each other.
Era's gonna look at Zerul and just say, "Love you too, you pointy-eared fuck."
Arthas is gonna pretend he didn't hear that.
Bobby?
Well, Ori's gonna clap her hands together and say, "Well, I'm glad that didn't end in death."
Zerul's gonna look at that Ori and just say, and like grab his gun and say nothing.
Glad that ended in death. I want to shoot myself.
Arthur's kind of like seeing him sort of like go slightly threatening towards Ori. He puts a hand on his falchion.
Wee woo, wee woo.
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything. He just gives him a look.
Would Era notice this?
Yeah, definitely, because you're behind Zerul at this point.
Era's going to grab both of her sai and kind of like stand in between Arthas and Zerul, like holding one to one of them and holding the other one towards the other.
Arthas is kind of like he kind of like glances over when he sees Era holding the scythe towards him. He almost looks slightly saddened by it, but he doesn't say anything.
She's gonna wink at him.
Arthas then glances back at Zerul. We should probably get moving.
Obvious is gonna join in, and he's also gonna
He's also gonna what?
he's gonna hold his sword also.
Arthas kind of looks at that sword. Boy, put away that letter opener.
That's all unnecessary.
I said we should be moving, shouldn't we? Arthas kind of like marches past the rest of them.
As you also feel
Era?
the force fields on the doors, the door openings fade as well. Go ahead.
Era's gonna look at Zerul and just mutter, "He's grumpy today."
I wonder
Is
why.
Arthur walking towards the door that's not the sauna door?
Sure. You
It
still.
better be the not sauna door.
He's not walking.
Guys,
towards-
maybe
he's
the sauna
walking
door is
towards-
gone.
I
Can we
mean,
stand near the sauna door to see if it's still hot?
It is still hot from the looks of
Okay.
it. It doesn't seem to have cooled down. You can still somewhat see the redness on the other side of the steel and look under the door and kind of see this scarlet red that appears on the other side. Seems brimming from the other side. Okay, so are all of you continuing out of
Yep.
the room? Nothing else to do here?
Well, Era's gonna help Zerul up.
All right.
Or he's gonna follow behind Arthas.
All right. So
Arthas just kind of glances over at Ori and gives like a very, very, very small smile, and then turns around and keeps going.
closest thing that Ori has to a father figure, huh?
Okay, so Ori's gonna smile to herself and then keep following him.
One of the few smiles you've seen Arthas do like all day, because he doesn't seem to be in a particularly good mood today.
Grumpy Arthas.
Grumpy
There's
Arthas
a-
be grumpy.
I wonder why he's grumpy.
Um,
Why?
Because Era is
He's always
trying to
getting
be
cut.
friends with the rule. Wow. Okay.
No. No. It's actually not really anything to do with Era.
Okay, good. I didn't want to be the reason why Arthas is grumpy again.
He may have been. Okay, maybe he's still slightly grumpy, but
Bruh.
that's like 20% of the reason.
20%.
What?
What's the other 80? What's the other 80?
Mostly thinking about. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you. You
Yeah.
gotta ask him.
There you go. There you go. That's the answer I wanted to hear. Alright, cool. So, as the rest of the party, is there anything that you guys would like to exchange other than, like, in terms of, like, words or anything during the aftermath before we continue, or?
Bobby, touch the painting one more time as you speak.
What, so the blue one?
Whichever one he was touching before. I know he was touching one.
Also, yeah, I think it was it the red one or was it the blue one? I'm trying to think.
I think it was the red one.
Yeah, I think it was the red one.
too.
I remember because you stroked his face. It was a little bit weird.
Just a little bit.
God.
Tad bit strange.
At least it wasn't poking his eye.
Oh, okay. Alright, so let's see. So you're going to do the red painting, yeah?
Yeah, I'm at
Red painting. Got it. Alright, so as you walk back over to the red painting, you can feel a dim sort of force, as if the bright violet light that seems to be stemming from the mirror correlates to the blue, the character in blue. The character in red appears to be rather somber or darkened, grayed out almost.
Because we lost?
I don't know. Maybe. But don't forget, you guys also did hear mechanical sounds occurring in other places of the, Aww.
Bobby's is gonna see if he could probably, like, break open the painting, maybe, and, like, get behind it.
Oh.
As you punch or try to even get closer to the painting within incredible strength, you try to shift the painting. It seems like the painting itself is not made of just a standard type of paper or parchment. Doesn't seem like something you can break.
Alright, well, he's gonna leave.
I like how you just... Okay. Alright. As for everyone else, as in terms of Zen and Ramon, you guys were in the acid room as you then clear the acid from the small stone that was jutting out of the wall. Do you proceed south into the south door?
I don't see why not.
Alright.
Of course.
Cool. As you proceed into the south door, which one of you is going first?
I am.
Go first. Oh, you okay? You go first then. Go on.
Alright, so you can go ahead and enter the corridor. You then pass through a couple of more turns, some of these holding more and more stones, and then you come to another opening. Well, not really opening, but more of an enclosed door. As for the rest of everyone else, you guys proceed down the hallway, the similar room of... Actually, Alejandro, I'll let you explain this one while I move everyone.
Oh shit! Wait, which one? Hold on, I don't know what number it is.
It is the B4.
Okay, so this is everyone entering from the puzzle room, right?
Yeah, and note that Yvonne is still in this room. He's more or less resting at this point.
Alright, so you guys kind of, you walk in, you see, well, first off, Yvonne just kind of like chilling out near the door. But before you, you see almost kind of like a makeshift study. After that whole intense puzzle experience, it was a lot more cozy. See some tables before you, kind of like in a group gathering way, where almost each one has its own little spot, its own little individual world. There's a couple books and papers everywhere, but what catches your eye is mostly that each one kind of has its own journal on each desk. So,
What?
there's a journal on each desk. Okay. Let me restart. Okay. You enter the room. It's a nice little rug, cozy environment. Seems like a study. There's a little lantern lit. Seems like people have already passed through. Books are open. Well, there's two particular books that are open. The other ones are closed. There's backpack in the corner. Seems pretty dusty though. You see some cobwebs here and there, particularly near the corners. But the books seem relatively actually not so dusted. Seem pretty nice. Like they've been combed through.
I'm gonna pick up the backpack. Oh wait, no, I'm not there. Is Bobby
So
there?
Question, actually.
Yeah.
So everyone's in the room right now, right?
Yes. Everyone minus Zen and Ramon.
Okay. So Arthas is gonna pick up one of the books and dust it off to see what it is.
Okay. Here, let me just.
Something that probably he looks like he's gonna judge a book by its cover.
Okay, so you pick up this book and you're judging it by its cover. It has a cute little, almost like a little note attached onto it, kind of sewn down haphazardly. It looks pretty not good. But on it, there's cute little writing on it that just kind of writes the name Matchy, and then a little plus, and the initials J. Fowl.
Arthas raises an eyebrow and kind of just mutters something about who wrote this, a child. He kind of opens it.
To your surprise, you see some pretty bad writing. But, okay, as you look over this page, it seems more like this is two different people writing in the same pages. Looking through other pages, you see this continuously. Would you like to read one?
Can he even read magic?
No, it seems like pretty normal language, but you do have to take a second to be like, what the fuck are they saying? Because one of them is completely legible. Really neat writing, kind of has cute little twirls in between, does little cute dotted eye circles.
Someone older.
Mm-hmm. But then next to them is some pretty scratchy writing, like chicken scratch writing. You're like, is that an O or is that an E? I can't tell.
So my handwriting, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Arthas is gonna kind of look at most of the books and kind of shrug and kind of peruse some of them. If there's anything that's actually could hold the information they need or he needs, he's gonna take it.
Well,
so
most
Alejandro,
of these books,
you might want to see. This is one of the moments that is more up to your discretion in what you describe, based on what he's asking for. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Most of these books actually don't really seem too, scholarly to your knowledge. I mean, they're journals, they have titles slapped onto them, each one. There's three that kind of stick out a little bit just because of how different they are, but, they seem just like journals.
So Arthas kind of looks at... Yeah, go ahead.
Did me and Ramon take the books that we opened?
Or did you leave them?
guys...
But you didn't touch that one. Or did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't remember if you guys took, but I know you touched two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just curious. I didn't remember, so...
I don't think
y'all took them.
Yeah, I don't think we took any books.
You smudged the ink because it had just been written, but other than that, I don't think.
Wait, there's one that just been written?
Yes.
Well,
And none of you mentioned that?
Oh wait, oops, sorry.
Well, they do. They know. They
They
know.
don't know.
Not with you.
Technically, this is within my fault. I forgot to mention. Okay, so among these books, you do note that one of them slipped open. There's a little inkwell next to it. Chair seems knocked back over from it. Yeah, so that's one that stands out among them.
Can Arthas look at the book?
Yes, you may. So. You see this book? This person was very, very, very mad. Lots of angry writing, something about fucking elementals, God! But in more eloquent words. I can recite it if you wish, but the basic premise, they're very pissed off at some light elementals that are snooping through their territory. Annoying sprites, they're intruding their home, and it's fucking annoying because they can't do anything, they can't read anything, they can't explore. Yeah, it's a rant. Until, towards the end, they start talking about how these humans, all these adventurers are so fucking annoying. Oh god, how great it would be to just be able to like relax in your natural form, like fuck. And then
Arthas, oh, yeah, no, continue.
oh no, that's it. It kind of ends abruptly.
Hold on. Here, I'm gonna do something. Arthas is gonna write something in his native tongue on the page with the inkwell.
Okay. Oh, you typing
There we
out?
go.
Actually,
Yeah,
here.
I got it.
Yeah. I assume you're. Okay. I know what I think I know what you're doing. Okay. Here,
I've got no idea, but I'll trust you on it.
if you look in roll 20, he said something.
Beep bop. Oh yes. Are any of the rest of you snooping around, looking at stuff?
Obvious wants to touch the backpack.
Oh, okay. So you go to investigate the backpack in the corner. So you pass by these sleeping bags that are all rolled up. Seems to be 4, but they're all pretty untouched. Focusing on the backpack though, you're combing through it, right? Just
No,
kind of poke around.
he's dumping all of it out. And
God damn! Alright. So, this
I need
backpack,
Arthas just looks over him. You know there could be glass in there, right?
So, what you hear as you dump it all out is like there's a bunch of shit falling out of there. None of it seems to be glass, luckily, because nothing crashed to the floor. But there's lots of old, gross, disgusting, moldy food, and a lot of it's hitting the ground at once. There's also a canteen of water that just so happened to pop open, so now it's soggy red and gross food. And what smells to be like pure fucking alcohol, so lots of noses are burning right now.
Arthas just kind of like wrinkles his nose.
Does Ramon smell this?
Yes, you do. It is incredibly strong. Yes.
Freeze
You know,
girl.
like, like a cartoon. Whenever they smell and they start floating.
I indeed do, but my friend. Yeah.
He doesn't go anywhere. He just stays there, but he's just smelling.
Also, the thing is Icelandic. If anyone wants to translate it.
Yes, sir.
I'm good.
Yeah, so, you dumped all that out and also got on the other stuff. That was at least relatively clean, you assume, before you dumped it on the ground.
Again, try to find out what
Arthas just sighs and puts a hand on his face as he watches Bobbius do this.
Like a child trying to unpack their shit.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I will say this. Amidst all the flopping of things on the floor, there is a distinct loud keep, and you look to the ground, and it's a broken magnifying glass. Probably not broken.
Good job!
One working magnifying glass. This entire dungeon is now broken.
Arthas just looks at him. What did I say?
Yeah, that's what's in the backpack.
No.
Well, it's okay. Why do we need a magnifying glass?
Arthas just looks at him and says, "Yes. Why would we need a magnifying glass and a shrine of a fire elemental?"
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Arthas just gives him like a very deadpan look, and then he just sighs, very clearly too tired to deal with his bullshit today for some reason, more so than usual.
I wonder why. But okay.
Glass.
You said you're gonna pick up a piece of the magnifying glass?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Pick up all pieces.
Okay.
And then gonna put it in wrap it in a little bit of cloth.
Alright.
And then he's gonna hand it to Arthas.
Arthas just looks at him, just looks at it like, it's broken.
Yeah.
Arthas just sighs and takes it. It's like,
You wanna accept my gift?
Arthas gives him a look. He takes a very deep breath and puts a very forceful hand on the shoulder. Listen, kid. I don't want to deal with your bullshit today. So how about you just hand over the magnifying glass and shut up, please? Thank you. Arthas takes a magnifying glass and kind of like does like a slight kind of storms the other direction, but it seems like it wasn't sort of something against Bobius. It seems like something else was clearly bothering him. But
Me.
Oh, you storm out. Anyone else?
Yep. Ori?
It's a great question.
I know this.
Are there any tables that no one has looked at yet?
Let's see. Okay, so there seems to be about 3 more books that are relatively untouched. There was the one that Arthas already looked at with the fresh ink. The one he opened previously with the child kind of like writing on the cover, and then one that was also kind of like, filtered through by who seems to have been in the room before. But yeah, there's 3 more. 2 seem to be pretty distinct from the other ones, mostly just paper kind of like stitched together at the seams. And then the other one, the last one.
Yeah, it's Nick left, I think.
Yeah.
But
The last one though seems a lot more, I guess, formal, but still seems to be in a journal.
Lori's gonna go over to that one, and she's gonna peer at the cover. So, what does the cover like specifically look like?
The cover specifically. So you have before you just kind of like this nice dark brown kind of like leather covered journal, bound and everything. It has like this bronze colored like bookmark sliding in between it, but the cover has again another stitched piece of fabric on the top, but it's labeled ESOT and then / History Hall.
She opens it.
Okay. So this person seemed to have very organized handwriting, and more than anything, seems like notes. Straight up, just to the point. Label things.
Her own notes.
Notes on what?
note takers be like, notes like what?
Okay. So, alright, it reads, and I'll post it. Okay. Abius's grounds. Seems to house legacies and events of continents, writers, currently unknown. Majority seem to be written under initials, RW. Perhaps an ancient scholar, historian of the land. Seems to span across multiple generations. Official title? No. Maybe an elemental. Few races live as long. And then it stops there. There's another entry below it, though.
You have all this already written down before session.
Do you continue reading? Or do you close the book?
You continue reading.
Under that one is second floor study. Dash. Plenty of pre-existing traces of scholars before me. Thus the past may have been vacated. All these records of Setia and dragon novels had to come from someone. Higher-up Chad was under the table collecting dust. Make a quaint distraction for Carlos. Maybe a heavy comb to a jeweler.
Sure, I'll copy-paste it for you.
Upstairs. And it ends there.
There you go. There's the copy-pasted version. But I took a snip instead.
Where is?
It's in
first iteration
stuff.
Yes. Very particular handwriting, very particular notes.
Is there anything about the chess room? Notes.
In this one, no.
Okay. Is there anything else that would pique interest in the notes?
Yeah, not quite. I mean, other notes that you kind of peruse through are mostly just detailing kind of like what seems to be the group that he, the writer, seemed to have been traveling with. Who would cover what areas and who was studying what. It seems to just be, a standard adventuring group that maybe passed by ages ago. This one seems to have been at least somewhat of a leader, or at least the most, secretary-like of the group, taking very, precise notes.
Okay. Ori's gonna close the book.
Alright.
And she's gonna quietly think about it to herself.
Neat. All right, so
Arthas glances around. Where's Zen?
Yvonne then responds, "They went ahead."
By themselves?
And that simply nods.
And they only told. Arthas just glances which way they go.
He points to the south direction, to the south door.
Has anyone gone to the other door?
He shakes his head. No, we didn't touch that one.
Why not?
He shrugs his shoulders.
Arthas is gonna glance at the unopened door and see if there's any like trap mechanisms or anything like that on it.
Make a perception roll, please. Perception, please. To your knowledge, it does not appear that there are any traps. It just seems like a standard doorknob.
Arthas is going to take out his falchion and kind of just with the hilt kind of push open the door, so he's not. So he's not directly standing like in the doorway.
All right, cool. Alejandro, you want me to do B5?
Oh yeah, sure. Go on.
All right, neat. All right. Gotta scoot closer. My bad. So, upon closer inspection into this room, your eyes kind of have to first adjust to everything that's going on. And ooh, let's see if that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. Awesome.
Ah.
So, as you walk into the room, you can see the corpses of guards start stumbling around. It seems aimlessly as well. In addition to this,
Continue.
Okay. In addition to this, there are 4 swirling staircases that are wrapped around these heavy-set pillars that appear to have little slots or grooves within them, almost as drawers. And it appears, as you can see, the imprint of handles. And you have these really large cobwebs that encompass the corner of the room, seeming as it almost hasn't been touched in a while.
So there's undead in there, right?
Corpses of guards.
Are they just on the ground or are they doing anything?
They are stumbling around. They are moving around naturally.
Arthas just sighs and kind of closes the door.
Yvonne says, "See something that justifies your reason?"
There's undead in there.
He simply nods and just slumps back down.
Let's go see if there's. Let's go see. There's still 2 other doors in there. Let's see if wherever they went, if it connects, or just anything that can.
Or go follow them.
Yes, that's what I was planning to do.
You don't even know where those other corridors can lead.
Which is why we're going there to find out.
He shrugs his shoulders again. So, Arthas.
Gonna go south. Yeah.
You're gonna go south?
Yeah.
Alright, anyone else doing anything in this room, Bobius, other than you?
Which room?
The library room that you guys are currently in.
The one with the book with the backpack?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Lepri decides to stay behind. I'll keep those 4 together in this room. Ori, anything for you? Ori?
I am here. I am thinking. God.
Are you okay?
Are you thinking thoughts?
What was the notes we read? She read.
You read.
Oh, okay.
And wrote.
And wrote. Yeah, I wrote them. So.
Oh boy.
Ori goes where Arthas goes.
Has Ori ever seen undead before?
No.
Isn't she a paladin?
That doesn't mean.
A young and experienced paladin.
It's kind of cringe.
Taylor.
Same age as Obvious.
Oh, it's almost as if she hasn't lived long enough to have the
Wait,
experience.
Bobby's hat? No, she has seen an undead.
Oh yeah, he's seen undead in the mirror.
Okay, listen. Not everyone
Okay.
gets a chance encounter with an undead.
So Arthas is just gonna don't go in that room the other room just yet.
Okay.
Unless how well did your paladin school teach you to deal with against the undead?
Great question.
Well, what Arthas
I'm
is
not
gonna look.
responding in character. I'm not responding that in character.
Okay, I was about to say Arthas is probably gonna look at me like, "What the fuck kind of paladin school training you got?"
I would think she'd know, like, the basics, right?
DM.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so he's gonna tell him, I knew the basics, but never had the experience.
Well, you're gonna get it.
About to go meet Frankenstein, Kun.
First, we go find if Zen and Ramon didn't get themselves turned into undead themselves.
Speaking of, I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to them. So you guys get to that following door. Are you going to open it?
Now Ramon.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
He's gonna open it very casually, like not normal casually.
Well, hold on, Ramon.
He opens it.
Let's think about this.
Nope. Knowing Ramon,
It's
he would just
already
open. Yeah. Knowing Ramon, he would not wait. But here, let me go ahead and do one more thing. So
Adventure awaits.
that's a good mentality, man. I like that. Yeah.
Before we continue, before you explain, can you remind me what was the name of these creatures that I figured out last session? I forgot their name.
What?
I looked in the bestiary.
Aranea.
Say it again. Can you type that out?
Aranea. Aranea. There's two. Here, I'll put it in first. Oh, wait. Unless you already typed it. I'll just put it in first iteration stuff.
Thank you. Alright.
There you go. Alright, you got it?
I have a question. I'm gonna look over to Zen. Like, did anything in that book say they're sensitive light or something?
Did it? I don't recall that.
Did anything what?
In the book, did it mention anything that they're sensitive light or anything?
Not to your memory.
bestiary.
Oh, the bestiary? No.
Okay, never mind.
They see in dark vision. Does it say that?
Let me check real quick. RNA is RNA. Gotta type. Use my typing speed. Oh yay! They finally destroyed my Google account. Let's go. My school Google account, because they said they were closing it. No. It appears that they cannot see. Oh no! Yes, they do. Yeah, they can see in dark vision and low light. Yes, they can.
Okay, awesome. Alright. Making sure.
But anyway, so describing the room, as you see tons of beds, well, not tons, but a few beds made of mahogany, tainted with the presence of these gleaming fire elementals that just seems bouncing around to each bed, trying to avoid catching things aflame, like they're playing, like the beds are playing hot potato. The room glows with an eerie nightlight brightness. A dull hue of this red from the fire elementals also resonates within the room, outlining these beds. Some of them are made and others are recently tampered. It appears that a certain someone was looking for something.
Ramon's gonna look around and see if he can find anything to deal with, like... Wait, so, hold on, my brain. So there's fire elementals jumping around, right?
They are jumping around, and as you enter the room, they seem more of the ambient type, not the type that Zen encountered. Zen, or rather, was it Zen or Lepri encountered?
Yeah,
they seem
in the sauna,
lesser. Yeah, they seem lesser.
I think Ramon's gonna join them. He's bouncing on the bed.
Zen. So Ramon, you
Zen's
just run
gonna
in.
be Zen's gonna be closing the door and like is gonna say, all right, so because he turned away from Ramon. All right, closing the door. All right, let's try and keep things orderly, clean. Let's not try and break anything because this is someone's home. He turns around and sees Ramon jumping on the bed. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you what you can and can't do. Oh, let's continue. And I'm gonna look around and try and figure out where our friend went by tracking his footsteps.
There don't seem to be footsteps, so roll perception, please.
Oh my god.
Wait, what friend?
Person who was looking for something.
You said perception?
Yep, indeed.
Everyone's a friend of Zen.
Oh.
That is true. Everyone is a friend of Zen.
Oh my god, it's like
25. Good god.
Zen is so focused. He's hyper focused because he's trying to drown out the noise of freaking Ramon jumping all over the freaking beds.
Or because he's so excited to find his friends.
Exactly.
On further investigation, on a closer investigation towards the foot of the bed and seeing of how many of the sheets and quilts and comforters were thrown up in certain areas, it appears like someone was looking for something and either they found what they were looking for or never found it. Out of the blue, and more I should say, out of the violet, you see a small twinkle of brightness occur. And as you start seeing the flitting of wings, you see this male, almost fey creature, completely. It seems like they spring from underneath one of the beds that Ramon is jumping on, and then he then sprints out. He then, why are you following me? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry.
I don't see we were following you.
To be honest, what's
questioning,
he doing? Why are you here?
I'm sorry. You know what? This seems like a gigantic misunderstanding on everyone's part.
He seems a little bit. He seems very slightly riled, but also at the same time is trying to calm down. You can see his purple hair and almost bug-like green eyes that stare at you absently. You're not from outside, are you?
Yes.
I'm from outside. I'd say.
Yes, we are.
Oh, well, nice to see you. He then kind of looks around absently, just kind of holding his hands behind his back, and then starts to whistle.
I extend my hand. Zen, pleasure to meet you. What's your name, by the way?
Oh, my name is Asphalt. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yes.
His name's Asphalt.
Asphalt. Here, I'll put. Asphalt.
No, it just sounds really close to saying asphalt.
No, Afsal. He then says, Afsal is my name. It's good to meet you. Zen, and he then points over to Ramon.
Ramon's gonna get off the bed and tip his hat. He's like, Ramon.
He snaps his fingers. Ramon, yes, good person. Sorry to cut this short, but I'm kind of in a busy little moment here, so.
What do you mean?
I didn't realize.
To a fae. What are you doing? Ramon's no gnomes are fae, right?
Yes, gnomes are fae. Gnomes are indeed fae. Oh, you're a gnome. Oh, He then looks over, kind of glances at Zen.
Don't worry about him. He's a pal.
He stares very unassuredly at Zen.
I can leave if you want. I'll be outside the door if you need me. If I'm making you uncomfortable.
Ramon's gonna.
This is your home.
Zen. He's like, no, Zen. He's fine. He's gonna look back over. This is non-character. What's his name again?
Afsal.
He's like, Asphalt, he is fine. He's a little off-putting at first, but he's fine.
Ow!
Hey, not in a mean way.
God, if Marcus was there, he'd punch him again.
Raising an eyebrow.
Not in a mean way.
Speaking of, is the party close?
Let me go ahead and see. After walking through this room that has a very strong acidic smell, you come on the back end of Zen, actually, as he's talking. So that would mean that Arthas, Bobius, Ori, and, yeah, you three. You guys end up coming on the back end of Zen and Ramon as they are talking to a Fae. He's like, more visitors.
Ramon's gonna walk over to the Fae and he's like, hey, let's go over here to talk. They're gonna be, yeah. He's gonna walk off with them.
Okay.
Did you tell Ramon? Did you tell him your name?
Yes.
Arthas just like face palms and just like mutters a few things in a language you can't understand.
Yeah, really don't care. He's gonna say that in character.
Well,
Anyhow, Afsal then goes over to the corner, almost to the side, with Ramon, and says, "Oh, this is a weird bunch, yeah."
Sorry, what did he say again?
Oh, this is a very strange bunch, yeah.
You say that again.
This is a very strange bunch, yeah.
I know. He said. Ramon says, "You can say that again."
Have I disconnected me? What happened?
I think you're fine.
Okay.
He then says, oh, well, I thank you for being here, I guess. We're just looking for something that I thought was in this room, but I don't think it is, and, yeah.
I can help.
Oh, no. He then starts waving his hands. No, that would be really necessary. You see, I'm on a quite important, escapade of mine with my friends, and, we have been looking...
We are too. We're looking for a search at rock. It's red. You may have seen it around, maybe here.
No. I haven't seen anything like that, no.
Sense motive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sense motive there.
Yeah. even Ramon's smart enough to realize, this man's suspicious.
Sketch.
Actually, hold on. Big brain here. Give me a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and it's like, all right. So you see, gnome to gnome, Fae to Fae. You trust me, right? I'm gonna use this spell on him.
It appears as if the spell deflects off of his person.
It's a Fae.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess sense motive. Don't worry about it.
Ramon, what'd you do? Why is he upset? What'd you do?
Hey,
Ramon.
it's part of my somewhat of retired job.
Did you ask?
So he's just like, okay, sorry about that. Just gotta take precautions.
No. I think I understand.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yes, I have not seen whatever this rock is you're talking about. I don't even really care that much.
Ramon, what did you tell him?
Afsal looks over
Arthas
with an incredible frown. It seems a little...
Ramon's gonna look around. He's like, Arthas, back up, please. You're making him nervous.
I think we're all making him nervous just by standing here. Even
stand in the
Ramon.
back of the room.
Arthas looked over at him. This is my help.
He's gonna give him like a deadpan stare. Like, listen to me, you child. Back up.
Arthas looks at him. Ramon.
It's like, no, I got this. Shush.
You can let the man handle his business.
Arthas looks at the
Okay.
Fae.
He's like, all right, you know what?
Fae
If
seemed so nervous before.
He's like, he's gonna look back over to the Fae. He's like, okay, so I can help you find whatever you're looking for if you help us. And we won't get into any of your business, just, hand to hand.
Roll diplomacy. Okay.
Hog.
He then says, oh, well, he then kind of glances at you and then glancing around at the others. Quite strangely, more at Zen because he is very offstandish. But in the weird mannerisms that really conflict with his appearance, he just kind of shakes his head. He then says, well, I don't know if I'm, I'd have to go ask my other friends that are on this escapade with us and see what they decide. I mean, personally, I don't know, but I don't know what they would think.
My mom's calling me.
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
Ken,
Yeah.
can I go over to the bed with the light elemental and
Fire?
try and fire elemental? My
Fire,
bad.
fire. There's bouncing. They're bouncing around the room. Also, Ori. The presence of these fire elementals makes you not nauseous, but gives you a slight headache.
Fantastic.
It's not too much to disturb your line of thinking, but it's enough to be like a ringing in your ear almost.
Okay.
But
Can I try and grab one?
What?
you reach out to it. It seems as it's more ethereal, so
Oh.
not really
Okay.
tangible. Similar to Ren.
I see.
Zen.
I'm back.
I.
Action.
Okay. He just basically what I said when you were gone, or rather when you were here. He would have to go check with his other compatriots that he was running this escapade with, and seeing what they were looking for. But he would have to go ask.
But Ramon's gonna look over Arthas. He's like, "See, it was fine."
I'm not saying it was fine. It's just Faye don't get nervous unless they're looking for something really, really precious.
I mean, I not mean to speak here, but I think anyone would be nervous if I just randomly saw what looks like a tiefling and another orcish figure and a very tall man who seems very rather violent with his teeth as he kind of points to his mouth.
Wait, whose teeth?
Bobbius.
Oh, Arthas looks at him. No, considering you're a Fae, I thought you'd have more experience with things of that nature.
Well, it's because we more or less keep to ourselves. We got tired of other humanoids. It was annoying.
Yeah, let's cut him some slack. We busted into his home.
Arthas kind of
I'm
looked at
sorry.
Faye, looks at the Fae. I wish more Fae were like you.
And well,
Ramon's gonna look. He's like, "What is that supposed to mean?"
No,
direct call out.
Arthas looks at him. Well, you have a Fae steal the soul of your daughter as a form of a fun game, and then we'll see what you say about it. Mm-hmm.
Arthas is hitting that other stereotype.
as you do say that, he then says, "Oh, he mumbles something under his breath. That seems to be in common."
Arthas looks at him.
Arthas,
It's nothing against you. It's just
Oh.
I don't like particularly playful Fae because their
Well,
games aren't at all usually fun.
All fair, in some degree, love to have fun. That is just our nature. But there are some who can more control it than others, but because they have certain degrees of prestige or certain jobs that they need to take care of, and so it doesn't really allow time for that. But in their work, they find that fun. It's in that regard.
Sometimes it's not fun for their victims.
Well, see, we don't really particularly care for it being fun for the victims, yes.
I'm aware.
Glad you understand.
Ramon's speaking of, and he pulls out his flask and drinks a little bit of it.
You hear a gagging response from him.
What, you want some? He's
No,
gonna
no. He then quickly flits away out of reaching
why?
distance.
So you said you've been here before, yet you still seemingly lost something.
Yeah,
Must be
well,
pretty
it's not.
important.
It is. It's just, as you've probably been able to get down here, you know how confusing this place might be, at least at first glance, and it seems like there's a lot here, you know?
Well, you live here, don't you?
We don't live here. We're actually, as I've said before, we're having an escapade here. We're just looking for something. But we've
do you
been
know
on...
anything about the dragon?
Yes, we do. But the dragon's been asleep, so we had to place a little bit of magic on him, just in case.
So it's just a sleep spell.
Perhaps a little bit more than that.
So seems like I would think a fae and a copper dragon would actually get along.
Oh, well, it seems as this copper dragon in particular were very, very, very protective of something, and we couldn't really have that at this current moment. Been too busy looking for things.
So you talked to him before.
Nope.
So how did you know he was?
It seems as defense, well, you kind of understand when you're protecting something, you're not really wanting to negotiate, you know, and, so, yeah, that was more or less him.
As they're speaking, can Ramon be looking around for, like, anything that seems like it would be him, or just anything off-putting?
Sure, make a perception, yes. But yeah, go ahead, continue. I'll get to the result whenever.
So how long? So where exactly? So you say you just like to wander around here, yet you exist in isolation.
Well, wandering in more specifically for a specific place, and plus, people don't really come down here. As you know, there's 5 of you.
Well, we'll keep that. Well, Ramon, what did you tell him exactly? What did you tell him?
He's just counting the 5 people in the room, by the way.
No, I mean, just...
He's like, I told him if we help him find whatever he's looking for, he would help us.
And my response is that I would have to ask. I can't really ensure that we have plenty of time, but yeah, I can see.
And where are they?
They're further down into the crypt. I was assigned to look at this room.
Did I find anything?
But the thing is, we don't really use, what are these called? Doors? These are our own sort of gateways.
So can we even enter?
He shakes his head. He then teleports, like 5 feet away. Like this. We step to the left, he then teleports to the left. Step to the right, then he teleports to the right.
We got that on scroll?
How many others?
Shakes
How
his
many
head.
others are there of you?
I'll say several. I think. Some may have left, others, I don't know. But I can say there's at least my partner here. Hopefully
and
she is.
Also that main room, does it connect to this bedroom? The one with the shambling corpses.
I don't know. I haven't explored this area. And remember, I was just assigned to this room in terms of location. I just use magical signatures that I pick up. Those are the only rooms that I tend to explore. Yeah. He then kind of holds his hands together and just kind of taps his fingers.
Arthur's kind of like crosses his arms. You know, if you want us to help you, could at least be truthful with us.
Well, I mean, I am being truthful. You use magical signatures. And that's how we are able to teleport.
Arthur, that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah?
You're leaving details out.
Well, of course I'm leaving details out. You think I'm going to be completely honest?
Well, no. But I expect you at least, if we're going to help you, we do kind of need to know what we're dealing with. Otherwise, how can we be
Exactly.
certain?
That's what I'm saying. That's the entire reason why we mentioned certain areas and just being really strange. That's the entire reason I did that. There's not really any dangers that we've seen so far.
Yes, no dangers. Not like there's a dragon.
Well, that's not more or less what we meant, but that's why we put another seal on it. That's exactly why we told you that.
What did you mean exactly?
So, it was just more of an enfeebling spell. It'll last for a little bit.
And also, can you stop staring at Zen like that? It's making him uncomfortable.
I don't like tieflings. He then kind of floats away.
That's understandable. That's
Zen,
okay.
Arthas kind of like looks over at Zen. Zen, what did we talk about?
Never mind.
Did I find anything, Kindle?
Hmm?
Did I find anything?
No. Not anything of... You start... Hold on. You start looking through the brush, and as you do indeed continue looking, other than the light magic lanterns, you find this strange fluorescent silk.
Ooh.
But it's like in string form.
I'm gonna walk over. Like, hey, is this what you're looking for?
Oh yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. He grabs onto it like full force, excited.
No, he's gonna pull back early. He's like, hey, remember the deal.
I can just teleport to other rooms. It's fine. It's nothing wrong with that. You can have that string. He folds his arms, turns away.
We'll keep
Like,
it.
alright, no string for you, it's mine now. He's gonna put it in his hat. He's like, yeah, and no one's touching my hat. Touch my hat, you lose your fingers. How these things go.
How much are you gonna sell that for, Ramon?
Nothing. You know me and money. It just did not work well.
You're gonna. Oh, I know. You're probably gonna use it to sew your socks.
Maybe.
He then
He's gonna look down. He's gonna look down his legs like, I really need to get new ones.
Yeah, I think it'd be perfect for that.
All right, fine. I said I would go check. I said I'd go check. Okay. Listen, I can't automatically agree. Gotta check with everyone else first because they're higher ups above me. If they don't say anything in particular, then I can't guarantee anything.
Well, then we can't guarantee that you'll get this back.
Yeah, I might try to make a brew out of it.
Yeah, that could be nice.
Be interesting.
Zen raises his hand.
Who's he raising his hand to?
I don't know. He's just raising his hand.
Absol looks over.
Oh,
Zen, what are you doing?
Oh, I had a question. I didn't want to interrupt.
Rather polite of you. What did you say they
Thank you.
teach you that in your grade school?
I didn't go to school.
Noted. Anyway, question?
Yes, I have two. So can you tell me what was in the sauna room? It was boiling.
There are fire elementals. All of them in there.
I saw those. Yeah. Is that it?
It seems like there's a relatively reason they're in that room, but it appears that there might also be something nearest it, but we don't really know.
Oh, maybe we'll go check it out one day.
But those fire elementals are more of the young adult form, so they're a bit feisty.
Oh, I see.
Kindle.
Hmm?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yep.
Is this a gnome?
No, it's a fae.
No, it's a fairy.
No, I know it's a fae. What
It is
kind
a
of fae?
fairy.
Oh, okay. For
It's a
some reason in my
fairy.
mind, I was like, fae. He's being secretive.
I mean,
It was like, is he
where
wearing
do
a
you think
top
the gnome-
hat?
Where do you
You
think
know
the
where I'm
gnome
going with
gets
this?
Also, I did
Oh.
describe. Also, I did describe the wings too. So,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
yeah, I did describe
My
the
brain
wings.
don't
and
know.
Don't get wings.
We're
Come on.
good.
But anyway, you're good.
Sorry.
You're good.
No.
Your other question?
Yes. Oh, why don't you like tieflings?
He kind of glances
Ar-
away.
Arthas glances at him and gives him a look that says, "Choose your next words carefully."
He meets Arthas's glance, contemplates very, very deeply, takes about a 20-second break.
It's okay to be honest.
He then floats over to Ori, and he says, "Her eyes, similar to her eyes. Us, tiefling I knew, also had white eyes, looking like this. And he actually slaughtered a lot of my people.
Oh,
And once upon a
sorry to
time,
hear that.
I was a small boy. Well, not really small, but well, not really. Yes. Once upon a time, small child, young, growing up in Batoni, looking for someone, just befriend, meet a group of people, about 50 of us. tiefling comes and kills a lot of us. Yes?
One tiefling killed a bunch of fae. How does that even happen?
How does that
Sometimes
happen?
that's
You're
your
right. You're right. We tried casting a magic against him, and it appears as if he was enhanced by some other force. It was incredibly strong. We felt like we were dealing with one from the Axis. From the Axis powers.
You're probably dealing with one that made a bargain.
Oh, no, definitely. We knew that.
Well, Zen here hasn't made any sort of bargains. In fact, he hates it so much that he's on his own little personal crusade against the people who do them.
Oh, well, that's good for him, but I still am very uncomfortable about it.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
It indeed
Considering-
does sound like a me problem.
One that you should probably work on.
Ramon's gonna walk in between. He's like, anyways, sorry for interrupting. But you see, can I meet your higher ups?
Yeah, that's if they're still down here again. If they're not, then I don't know what to tell you.
How long have you
Well-
been searching for this?
Probably about a couple of weeks. There's a certain amount of it. And, seems to be left over from people who might have passed on. Just these, little string connections that might have been severed from the soul and body.
I thought you weren't interested in humanoids.
I didn't say we were interested in humanoids. I said... yes, that is incredible. That is exactly what I said. I still stand by that.
Yes. So, why are you collecting their old things?
We're not collecting their old things. It's the essence that ties the soul and body together. That's what we're collecting.
But I thought...
Like glue?
He's like, Ramon is like, that makes sense. And he's gonna start heading over to that door. He's
So
like,
the
"Is
door
this
right
where
there?"
they are?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, are they in here? Because we didn't see any Fae on the way out.
No.
So do you open the door?
Yeah.
Alright. Proceeding down the hallway, Alejandro, you want to describe the upcoming room as I kind of get everyone ready?
Alright.
Or do you want me to do it?
If you want, I can do it. You can.
I got
focus on
it.
getting the-
No. I got it. If yeah. Okay. So, as you then proceed, he then says, "Well, I don't really like traveling like this. It's very, these corridors are very claustrophobic feeling. And mind if I
Can you
teleport ahead?
teleport more than one? Yeah. Teleport. Can you teleport more than one of us?
I can only teleport one of you at a time because of your size.
Oh, okay. I was like, teleport me.
Well,
He's gonna put out his like arms out like a T pose.
Grabby.
Okay, hold on. So, Ramon... well, I'm gonna drag you in the other call real quick.
oh no.
Alejandra...
Did he have that thing you wanted as well? Wow.
Oh, what happened?
That's crazy.
actually...
With the group, just immediately. Teleport me.
Actually, no. I'll hold off on that. Alejandra, you can join the other chills and listen and kind of witness what I'm about to do.
Losers.
Alejandra, you are such a great person. I hope you know that.
I try.
Here, let me do one thing. So, as Afsal teleports you, so, Alejandra, I was gonna tell you this earlier, but Rosie made something, right?
Yeah?
And remember that?
Yeah? Oh shit, dude, that's fire.
Hold on.
Are you playing it?
Yeah, give me a moment.
Shit.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put this in realize the music because I don't. Oh, she's gonna see it. She's gonna see it. Actually, here, I'll do it this way. I'll put it in GMIs only. And then just remove it.
How sacrilegious.
Someone is all...
Alright, time to steal it. There we go.
Alright, okay. Gotta look at the queue now. That would be jump to 12. Alright, so, as you are then teleported into this incredibly white room, you see these bird-like humanoids floating. There are 3 of them.
Everyone's gonna look at them like, not, you know what I mean?
Yeah?
Kind of like
Can't spell.
just looking at them. That's about it.
Shush. Shush. And they seem to be just enjoy singing their song as they appear almost near completely blinding to look at. Afsol says, "This is not my signature. Where are they? Oh gods!" You see like the scattered, half-eaten corpses of Fae scattered across this room.
It's gonna be weird, but can Ramon play along with them? They're singing.
Sure, do a performance roll. Alhan,
Give me a bit.
Oh, God.
so great.
I can't find it. I am blind.
Um,
Is it underperform?
Yeah, it is
Okay.
performed. It is performed. Yeah. So as you start playing your instrument along to the rhythm, the harpies then notice. Oh, who are you? Oh, your little friends. Oh, it's rather pleasant. They were great addition to us. Yes. Okay. And you. Ooh, you particularly look very savory. Almost like eating a scorpion. Like a small bug. She then tilts her head even in these blindfolds that are... It's hard to directly look at them. There's 2 that are still singing their song. As you see their very unkept forms, very disheveled from top to bottom. You can then see an evil smile of fang-like teeth and eyes that open and pierce into your mind.
Ramon's gonna is this because he's looking at him?
No.
Okay, well, I think he's gonna try to cover his ears.
You do one.
Wait, what do you know anything about harpies?
From what you would have heard, you can see that other than from what you know about like local culture, and like, oh, harpies, catching children out at night, leading them to their deaths sort of thing. Not too much.
Okay. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna ask this. Not in character. Would his dad would have told him something about harpies?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, he's gonna still cover his ears to see if that helps with it.
Afsol then also covers his ears in response before the singing persists.
Ramon's gonna walk over to Absol and like kind of guard him in a way.
He then teleports you back to the original room where he traces Ori's signature. Alright. Let me
Do I move back?
hold on. Yeah.
Welcome back.
So, Ramon dead?
You
What's
know
up?
how-
Hold
You
on,
know
hold
how
on, hold on,
whenever-
hold on. Wait. Actually, what are you about to say?
You know how whenever someone like scared and like they get stiff,
Oh no.
he's gonna be like walking around like, that was interesting. He's gonna walk off and like start sharpening his axe. Or his
Arthas
hatchet.
looks over to the Fae.
Faye looks horrified.
Arthas's face kind of softens, and he kind of like walks over to him, sits down next to him. What happened?
No speech. Just staring into blank nothingness.
Ramon's gonna walk
The
back over.
only sort of movement is in his wings, and even that is incredibly slow.
Ramon's gonna
kind of like. Oh, wait, go ahead.
he's gonna walk over to Arthas. He's like, hey, well, actually, he's gonna look over at Bobby. He's like, hey, you want to kill something?
Arthas kind of ignores Ramon, and he kind
he's
of
saying
just,
the
like,
obvious.
Also, by the way, Ori, Ramon, and Afsel teleported back to you by using your signature.
Wait, Ori went with them?
No.
Wait,
no.
I didn't-
No. I'm saying Afsel used your, like, memory as
Oh.
a trace to teleport back to.
Okay.
Okay.
You said something about killing Ramon?
Arthas kind of
The
just.
reason I
like,
say
taps
this
the
is
page
because
for
they,
us
like,
lightly.
popped up, like, right next to you. Like, really, really close to you.
Oh well, Ori's definitely gonna like startle a bit.
Oh, okay. But silence
Yes.
otherwise.
He's gonna call the group over. He's like, all right, so beyond that door, there is not a good group of people that are very creepy and they're very bright, and they're harpies.
Arthas
And
sighs.
what I've heard of harpies from my dad is that they're. Wait, what do you know that their singing hypnotizes?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, he's
Arthas-
gonna say that.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then he's gonna say, yeah, their singing hypnotizes. So if we're gonna do this, and also, this is probably what I should let off with. They killed his friends, so we're gonna kill them. It's a fun revenge.
Oh.
I see. Arthas kind of puts a hand on the Fae's shoulder, almost in a very uncharacteristically, despite how grumpy he seemed earlier.
Fair enough. But just absolute silence from Afsel. Almost no sort of response.
Arthas kind of like waves a hand in front of his face.
You can see his eyes track it, but
I have a question. So,
Yep.
Ramon's gonna walk over to Assel and like give him a grin that he might have given when he was younger. He's like, "Hey, you want to take care of these boys?" You know what I mean by that, Kendall?
yeah, no. I know what you mean. His response,
Well,
however, he then says, I've never seen something so...
I know.
Just take a second, sit down, and try not to think about it, okay?
He
Can
nods.
you do that? Can you do that for me?
He simply nods.
Good.
Ori, your reaction?
That's a great question. Hold on, my brain is phasing out. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ori, you 60-year-old child, how are you gonna...
Ori, you sweet summer child. How are you going to deal with this issue?
Hugs.
And that has solved a couple problems.
Doesn't he have, like, a problem with, like, cold, frost person who killed his other people?
You didn't specify what element, or rather, it was tiefling. It wasn't an element really, but it was a tiefling that killed.
Ramon,
Okay.
how many did you see?
I think 3 or 4. Is that right, Kendall?
From what you saw, 3.
Yeah, 3.
How did you two manage to escape?
He teleported us back through Ori. I don't know.
I see. All right. And they're through the door to the right, correct?
Afsel
Yes.
shakes his head.
One to the left.
It's
They're against the back wall.
it's deeper in the crypt.
Do you remember exactly where, so we can avoid it if? Typically, I'm not sure.
It's a floor down, but I don't know which room.
So it's probably the way to get to that room would be through the big antechamber with the undead in it. Correct.
He then looks over. Doesn't
Wait,
feel like it.
Do those stairs lead down or just up?
They just lead up.
Oh, never mind.
Can Ramon, did you give him his item that he was looking for?
Yeah, I think you should give that.
He's
I
like,
think you
yeah.
should.
He's gonna hand it to the guy.
He then very loosely grabs onto it.
Arthur just says, "Come on, little guy. We got business to take care of. And you seem like you got really nowhere else to go, so you might as well come with us."
I can't face it again.
Then we'll face it.
Ramon's gonna walk over and just like, hey, would this help? And he shows him like an. He's like, if you cover your eyes and your ears, then you should be fine.
But then I can't see.
Yeah, that's the point.
Okay. Let's first we need
We'll
to
keep
figure
you
out.
safe, so you'll be fine.
I guess.
Arthur's kind of like. Arthur just looks at him.
Proceeding into the next room. Or you didn't give a response, did you?
No, I got cut off. It's fine.
No,
Oh,
just
no.
say something. Say it.
Say something. Okay. So we're gonna. So like. Yes. If I'm remembering this correctly, Ori's original village got like sieged, right? Okay, cool. I can use this trauma. All right.
Oh,
So,
logic.
What do you mean? You had to leave a bunch of dead people behind. It's fine. Trauma bonding.
I'm fine, Mom. I'm fine.
Okay. Ori is. I had it and then I lost it.
Don't worry. Don't do a thing.
Got this.
How far away is Ori from?
Afsel? I'd say everyone is rather close in the corridor. So Afsel's lagging for like he just wants to kind of be behind, and so seems to be going at his own pace.
Arthur kind of keeps an eye on him every time. He kind of like every 4 steps he glances behind him to see if he's still following.
He is indeed, but at a slow rate.
Okay, Ori's gonna lag behind a bit and look at Absol, and she's gonna say, and she's gonna like reach out her hand to like reach to like hook around his arm, but like not do it yet because she's gonna ask, "Is it alright if I take your arm?"
He more or less shrugs. Doesn't give a solid response, but
Okay, so Ori very gently and very carefully hooks around his arm and keeps at the slower pace, but not slow enough that they will lose the group. And hold on, I gotta get that name. The name of do you remember the name of her original town?
Her original town? Here, hold on.
Hold on, I can pull it back up, I think.
No. I have my hand map. If you need, I can get it. Hold on.
I found it.
Okay, well, I went to go get my hand map anyway.
Well, thank you. Okay. Atsa, the
Alright.
coastal city, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, okay.
Wait, where did you say?
Atsa.
Yep, Atsa, yeah.
Okay, cool. So Ori's gonna keep looking forward as they're walking. Like, she's not gonna look directly at him. Okay.
He's not exactly going to start the conversation.
Yeah, okay. And Ori, hold on, I gotta yawn.
You got this.
I got a yawn.
Oh, yeah, yawn!
It's an interesting yawn there.
Well, you know what? Whatever. Okay. Jeez. Okay, I know what I want to say, but it's really okay.
Alright, no. Take your time.
Thank you, I needed that. That music was exactly what I needed. So, Ori, thinking of, the people who didn't make it out of Atsa when the takeover happened, and those that she had to leave behind. She tells him, remember to keep them in your heart. There will always be something that take for hunger, for lust, or for power. But when we lose those that we love or cherish, we let that loss steal our will and life. We will have lost more than just them, and they will have also lost us, as they stay with us in our hearts.
He doesn't respond to this. Just kind of looks at you inquisitively.
When I was younger, years ago, when we were being invaded, I used to live in a southern coastal city. Of course, that is one of the first places that was attacked. And for their greed and power, they came, and they killed, they destroyed, and they conquered. And we did not all make it out. And there are those I had to leave behind and watch as I left them behind. I know that pain, this sort of pain, strikes and can kill. But don't let it, because then you let those who stole from you in.
He inhales notably. That advice, it's really speaking from the heart. Thank you.
Ori glances at him and smiles, and she says, they would want you to live.
I just... It seems wherever I go, it's just... death follows.
Can I have a
Hold
question?
on.
Sorry.
Keep going. You can go and I'll think about my response to that.
I walked away for a bit. What happened?
What was the last thing you heard? Or remember?
Last thing I heard was Ori saying something about something,
Okay.
and then yeah, he was
Alright.
wow, I don't remember.
Oh no,
Rain was dead.
it's just Ori was giving accounts of her own life and just advice to give to Afsal and keeping memories and experiences and carrying on people with her or with them.
Sorry for interrupting. Hope you continue.
Alright, so Ori is gonna. So she's no longer glancing at him. She's looking back forward, and she says, "It often feels like when we go through terrible experiences more than once in patterns that they follow us. When I was young, I thought I was made to be left behind because it was so commonplace in my life. But you cannot think of it that way, even if it is hard. Because if you do, it's another thing that you let drag you down. Another thing that kills you slowly on the inside. Death does not follow you, just as I am not made to be left behind. But it is an experience we must bear. An experience we cannot let control us. Because there are many things that happen multiple times in our lives. Happiness, smiles, joy, people we love, people who come just to go, people who come to stay. But it is these harder things, the violent things that seem to stick harder, which is why we must cherish the golden times. Do not think that death follows you. Because if you think that death follows you, and give it an opportunity to dig, you should never let such things do so.
He nods. What would she think? What would she do in this situation? She's gonna be disappointed in me. That's alright. Kind of seems to swallow his
Arthas looks
pain.
back at him. You'd want us to prevent this from happening to any others, I'm sure.
He nods.
That's what we intend to do. Have any of you dealt with harpies before?
I dealt with a bird, but not long.
I'm talking about a harpy, Ramon. Have you or have you not?
It's close enough.
Pigeon stole my food once, I guess.
Arthas almost like he clutches his fist very tightly, and you could tell he like looks back at them, looks like he's about to yell at them, and then he takes a couple of deep breaths. Yes or no?
But in a way, yes, I know how to deal with a harpy.
No. I'm saying,
Well, that's the question you
have
asked.
you personally dealt with that harpy?
No. I heard stories. That's about it.
And what? Okay, so considering how they work, we need to make ourselves not look particularly strong. So, you guys are rather cocky, but rather a bunch of cocky fuckers. And if you smell something like corpses and freshly and rotten meat, then we know we're close. And secondly, they're probably going to be most interested in me, Zerul, and yeah. They're probably going to be most interested between me and Zerul. They don't exactly have male versions of their species. So I'll leave it to your imagination.
Oh.
Yikes.
Do you think there's more information in the bestiary?
Probably.
Oh. Let me take a look.
You do find a couple more things, but considering that there haven't been, like, all of the close calls that have been with harpies have either gone really, really poorly, and that's why there's no records of them, but, or rather, from experience and just being able to get the jump on them, essentially their song is their main component that you're hearing and seeing how alluring it is and how easy it is for a person to be captivated by it.
I have an idea. Oh, sorry.
And they tend to enjoy the shiny things of humanoid kind.
No.
I have an idea.
No.
I have an idea that is
Straight
a
up
little
no.
far-fetched, but I don't know if it'll work. So what if
Oh no.
I play a music and y'all focus on my music and try to tone out their song?
That'd have to be one hell of a song to drown out the song of three harpies.
That it sounds like a challenge.
Rise to the occasion.
Well, if you think you're capable of doing it.
I'll try my best.
And also something we probably should do, it's going to be easier if we manage to catch them off guard than direct combat.
That's true.
Ooh,
So-
I love stealthing.
Well, more
Yes.
exactly, we have to seem uninteresting. And also, let's not immediately go for our weapons, because then they like a challenge.
Oh well.
Of course.
Another thing. Afsel says meekly. And then says, they don't look like normal harpies. They were glowing very brightly.
Oh, yeah, that too.
They were what?
They were glowing
They're very bright. Oh, sorry.
very brightly. They had blindfolds on. Arthas, from what you know and from your knowledge, this sounds like the work or possible stemming of a light creature, or in terms of putting a title in front of the creature in question, a banished creature.
Banished? What kind of banished creature?
So, banished is the title that goes when describing light creatures.
Well,
So
are
that you
light
put in
creatures?
front.
What do you mean by light creatures? Like inherently?
You know Curse of Absence? It's Curse of Light too. It's Curse of all sacred elements.
Oh yeah. Why do those exist? Why are there fucking curses of sacred elements? Why?
Yeah, that's a good question. Might want to read up on that.
Not as if the whole world's trying to figure that out, huh?
Alejandro.
Alejandro, you love being the. It's so great being coy. It's so fucking awesome.
So what you're saying is that they're probably cursed by the light element.
Mm-hmm.
That might be either a good thing or a bad thing, and I'm not sure which it is.
So, just to make sure, I just want to make sure I'm on track with everything. When you said glowing, you meant physically, not like they have a lot a personality.
Yes.
Right.
Then,
Alright.
Harpies.
I'm just making sure I understand the severity of the situation.
Also, one thing that needs to be abundantly clear: they may try to charm us at first, not with their song, but with their words. Though, be very.
They're not very good at that.
They aren't, and it's actually rather disturbing. I've seen it once. It was disturbing. More so than when they try to rip your throat out. That was more pleasant. Needless to say.
All right, who's ready to go kick some birds' butt?
Well, first, another thing is they don't like the cold at all. If only we had Enrivia here. Arthas kind of says with a sigh. I do have something that can freeze one of them in place. So that can be your chance to... They hate the cold, so that might cause the other two to back off. And then we can get the drop on the one that's wrong.
Maybe it's the reverse. Because since these are not normal harpies, they're light, whatever harpies, maybe they'll be a little different.
Perhaps, but I can't say for certain. I never encountered harpies that have been inflicted with elemental curses before.
Also, one more thing. I can make someone invisible if they would like to be so. I can only do it once because I played around with it so much earlier.
Arthas gives Zen a look that says, "I'm disappointed." Arthas almost like wants to look at disappointedly, but he knows that's probably better off not doing it for the greater good.
Big brain.
Arthas just says, "All right. So who's the one that's probably all right? So who's good at slitting?" Arthas thinks for a moment because Arthas has encountered multiple harpies. He's killed one before. One. Just one. The one time I did kill a harpy though was because it got caught now in a blizzard and I got the jump on it.
Ramon's gonna what's it called? Not regrettably, but like kind of holding back his hand, but like he raises his hands like I can.
Good. And can you do it? And are you gonna be sober?
Sure. This time.
Good. All right. So first we need to act as a distraction because they're obviously gonna, so we can use me. I can be one of the distractions since they particularly like human males.
Glancing partially also at Ori because she's still there.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm writing notes. I'm sorry.
I know. I could tell. It's okay. I was just making sure to.
And since the rule, we can't use the rules, so I might have to solely be the bait. Good. Well, they're always interested in humanoids in general, specifically males. So Ori, they're probably gonna be the least interested in you.
Wouldn't Ori be considered vaguely shiny, considering she's white and silver?
Vaguely.
Well, for loot, yeah, they might be slightly interested, but in terms of copulation,
Yeah, no.
Pretty bones you might have.
You might have.
I mean, that's literally kind of what will happen. They'll be like, "Oh, pretty bones, make necklace."
Yikes.
All right. And also, I don't know how they react towards tieflings, though, because they were humanoid. They probably will react about the same. So first, we should probably go take care of that other room with the undead in it, because it looked important.
Oh, there's an undead room.
Yes, it's filled with undead. They don't look like anything special. They're just shambling corpses.
Oh. Well, good thing we've all handled undead before.
I guess you could say they're dying to meet us.
That was clever. That was good. Give me a high five for that one. Yeah.
High five.
And if you start smelling, like I said, if you start smelling rotting flesh and
okay, new idea. We could kill these zombies, or at least bunch them up. Didn't you say harpies are attracted to flesh?
Mm-hmm.
They are. But
we could group them up, and you said that it's better to attack them whenever they're off their guard.
Yes, because
we could have, if they get hungry enough, they would probably get attracted to that, and then we could attack.
Well, the problem is where they like fresh meat.
It's still corpses.
Yes, but they're old corpses that don't have a lot of meat on them.
Well, we don't have much options, do we?
No.
Exactly.
Or we could actually find it. Sadly, we can't lead the... Is there a way you could teleport that dragon?
Shakes his head.
If only.
Because here's the thing. Because I don't think they'd get far with singed feathers. Though.
It's too large.
What if... Wait. Could you teleport one of the harpies to the dragon?
He would have to get close, and I don't want him to get close to them.
He stays silent.
That is true. Though I can probably teleport one of the harpies to the dragon. Actually, I could teleport all three of them if I manage to touch all three. If you guys manage to somehow group them all together, I could touch them all. Off they go.
Oh.
Well, you would have to go as well.
Exactly.
It's a teleport spell.
Exactly. Though I might have to go with them, but I think they'd be too busy trying to deal with a very pissed off dragon to worry about me.
Remember, he used a sleeping spell on the dragon, so who knows it'll wake up from that.
It'll wake up when it smells fresh harpy.
But the more harpies that are there, remember harpies, though you teleport them there, they can still evade. Because they're able to fly. They both can fly. Both the dragons and harpies can fly.
Yes, but here's the thing. A dragon is probably going to wake up when he gets the overwhelming smell of gore and corpses right next to his nose. I don't care how asleep
No, I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just going to say that they will...
That's too much of a risk.
No, yeah. It's a very high risk on your side because the more harpies that are there, the higher chance that you might be a target. Especially in like a waking rage.
True.
So you can still think on that idea, just gotta be able to see that too.
I still think my zombie idea was good.
The zombie idea of grouping all the zombies together.
I mean,
you could do that, but
Yeah. He's gonna look at Bobby's like, Bobby's, can you do something with the undead?
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
Hey, Ken, how fresh would you say, like, Ori has a bunch of stuff on her and she has meat. How fresh would you say that meat is?
When did you get the meat?
No.
My fingers! I have fingers on me. I just remembered that.
Oh.
What?
Oh yeah.
She was like,
What? Oh, sorry. What did I miss?
We've been collecting fingers.
don't worry about it.
Oh my god. Oh, I forgot.
All them fingies.
You never told her. Oh my goodness.
What?
Don't
worry.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Rosie.
I'm not even gonna worry.
Ramon. Okay, so Ramon. We need to
Yes.
find a way to distract them, then we get the jump on them, is what I'm gathering, right?
Yes.
Right.
We gotta find a way where their back is turned away from us.
And then we sever their heads from their bodies.
Exactly.
Or one other thing we could do is cut their wings.
Or we could try to pacify them or get them down or something and question them.
But again, I doubt. I don't know about.
I don't know about that.
Arthas looks at him. That's way too risky. You can't trust them.
Yeah.
They're as deceitful as they come. Even worse than demons, some may argue. Because demons
Well-
at least can be bargained with. Harpies can't.
Well,
No.
I mean,
harpies
it's
can't bargain with.
no. I would not try I wouldn't really do that for harpies. Also.
Yeah, because at least demons could be bargained with. Perhaps your soul or something else. Harpies can't.
Okay, so as you proceed into the following room, actually, let me mention something. Okay, so something smells incredibly rotten.
Arthas stops and holds up a hand for everyone to be quiet.
You see a door to the north that's incredibly heavy, like weighted wood.
Ramon's gonna.
And as you enter, and also, by the way, also as you enter the room, you hear the clicking of plates somewhere, and the doors to the corridors behind them are shut.
They're in. Arthas looks at him. They're in there. Quiet now.
However, the doors behind you are closed. You don't hear the flapping. The door behind you is closed. It just closed from as you stepped in. After you stepped in the room, everyone.
I have a question. You know, Would Ramon feel being hunted?
No.
Okay.
You
Never
don't
mind.
hear the flapping of wings, which is very prominent, and so you can definitely discern that they are not near.
I imagine wings that size. That'd be pretty freaking loud.
It would. For
Yeah.
Harpy, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be able to hear
Does-
them. Also, you'd be
does
able to
Ramon
hear
still
their
have his-
singing, too.
Does he still have his torch on him?
Um,
I don't know.
Or would that have gone out by now?
I think it would have gone out by now.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay. There also are visible plates on the left side of the room where those almost small blue wooden items are. Give me just a moment. My brows are closed. Okay. All right. There. No, we're good. We're good. I think we're good. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're okay. Nothing bad happens. We're chilling. I think.
Oh.
Let me make sure. So I have a feeling that. Okay, no, we're good. Right, Alejandro, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool. So, so there are some visible plates on the left wall, as you can see, and
Where's this room?
so it's towards the bottom, where you went out of the bedrooms. You move to the right. You can see that room, yeah?
No.
You can't.
The one you guys are in, like right now.
Well, the ones with the weird thing. What is that thing?
It's blue.
Yeah, the bad
Should be
thing.
blue.
That's the.
Yeah, the blue thing.
Yeah. Those are the plates I was talking about.
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
thought you meant like plates as in like dinner plates.
No.
I see. Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Plates is in platforms.
Okay.
It appears to be a sort of balance beam mechanism.
Oh.
If Leopard was here, we could have balanced out, but no. Ramon's gonna go sit on one.
Which one? There's the north one and the south one.
He's gonna sit on the south one.
You sit on the south one, and it appears that the door open behind you opens again.
He's gonna move over and sit on the north one.
You sit on the north one. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Okay. As you sit on the north one, it appears that the left path door opens.
Oh. Look at
Is there
that.
anything in the room that can weigh that down?
So it appears that these two. However, the room to the right, on the opposite side, appears to be some sort of weighted wood. Seems very heavy.
What do you mean, like the door?
Yes.
Okay.
The door
So
on
is there
the right
anything?
side.
Is there anything heavy in the room that could weigh down the pressure plate to the north?
No.
Fuck's sake. Actually, Arthur just kind of looks and says, "Wait there," and he goes to the other room and he drags one of the beds with him.
You're not going to be able to get the beds down that corridor. Simply put.
Well, guess what, bitch? Teleportation.
For an ob, you're going to teleport the.
Nice.
So you're going to use your MP to teleport the bed, right?
I mean,
It is
do you guys have any better ideas?
I mean, you can do that.
Question.
Hmm?
So wait, how wide is the corridor?
The corridor is very narrow. You would not be able to pull the
okay.
beds through.
Actually, wait, before
And besides, when you teleport, there's a chance that you might end up in the wrong spot.
sure.
Also, I'm gonna tell everyone to empty their pockets. And see
I have
what
an
we got
iron
to weigh
pot.
down. Iron pot. What else we got? Is anything heavy?
Heavy?
You remember that there were pots in the previous room,
Oh yeah, that's probably better.
Oh yeah.
and they were containing plants. You pick up one from the previous room, take it here. Okay, we'll show you do.
Man, this puzzle's really growing on me.
It was so good, Ramon, and clever.
I'm sorry.
Gotta love it.
All the good dumb jokes. That was a bad one. Sorry about that one. That was actually bad. I admit to that one.
No, that's the one you. No, that's the one you did. Okay. Anyway,
So pot.
so the pot. Which one are you gonna set it on?
I'm not the one who picked it up. Who picked it up?
It was Ramon.
Yeah, I guess I got it.
Okay, so which one are you gonna put it on?
He's gonna go put it on the north one.
You put it on the north one.
Wait.
The north door is open.
Someone
also
give me the
probably-
second one.
Arthas goes and grabs the second one to put on the south one.
As you put both of them on, both doors close.
Okay, never mind.
Arthas takes the pot off.
Of the south one, both the north doors open.
Oh wait, they both open? I thought you said just the one to the left opened.
No, both of them do.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Everyone's gonna go through the door.
Which one?
To the left.
The one that opened.
Left or right? There's two that are opened.
Oh,
Left or
okay.
right?
He's gonna go through this one.
Okay, through the right door?
Yes,
go.
that's a good door. Yes, good door.
As you travel through the corridor, you realize that you've made a certain rounding, in a sense, and you've gone
Yes,
back
that's the point.
to this room. So you walk on the inside. Um,
What's in the other one?
Oh, a new room.
do you want to go that way?
Yeah, I'm curious now. My curiosity.
All right.
Alright.
As you walk.
Wait, Arthas says like before Ramon just walks in without a second thought. Right, so I think this Arthas like he opens the door a crack. Yep, that's the door. That's the room with the undead in it.
Oh.
So we should probably either take care of them or use them as bait.
Rose will ignore him and goes into this other hallway here.
As you open
Wait,
that
no.
door, the scent of iron gore gets stronger, and
He's gonna
it feels as if you turn to the left. That is likely where it's coming from.
Right. So
Okay.
Arthas kind of motions. No, let's not go that way.
Everyone's gonna put his hand. He's like, "It'll be fine." And he's just gonna peek around the corner.
What? Did...
Alejandra?
All right. Oh, okay, you are speaking correct. So literally hit with the disgusting, abhorrent scent of a rotting human body. You catch the tail ends of feet that once walked the world and are now still and motionless, lying on the ground. Are you going to look further?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking further.
Ramon's curiosity takes all.
You got strong stomachs. This is nothing.
Into this room. You connect these feet that once lived to the full body of a middle-aged human man wearing what looks to be a clerical uniform. Maybe he was part of a religious group or something. He seemed to have been very devout. You see symbols all over it, like he truly loved what he did and
I'll be
honored.
right back.
And you kind of catch those symbols. They're basic, pure basic understanding of everyone. The spell runes for knowledge and time. What everyone learns in their first ages of learning anything. Before stepping into it, that odor is heavy.
Is it just feet?
No, it's a whole body. You see the whole body.
Okay.
He's slumped against a wall. There's bricks near him. He's been there for a minute. You could tell by the smell. But he's not decomposed.
Okay. So
That's
he
concerning.
killed fairly recently.
No, it seems like basically all the blood from him has coagulated. It is stagnant. It doesn't seem like it's still pouring. It doesn't seem like any wounds are fresh. But it seems like the skin that should have been rotting away all these years and maggots that should have been there to begin with are not there.
Because underground.
Almost like it's being preserved by something.
So
Or undead.
Yeah.
Or it could be
Yeah,
those creatures that Zen found. I'm gonna call Zen and he's like, Zen, is there anything you noticed about this thing?
Oh, well, let me take a look over here. Ooh, that's a dead man.
Oh, hold on. Are you fully inside the room?
Yes.
Yes, I am now.
So
Alright,
yeah,
I
you
just got
definitely
back.
see this part half tossed onto the body, his staff's on the ground. There's this big gap on his forehead near his like hairline. Looks to be a fracture, probably knocked over by someone else. This does not seem like a natural demise that this man faced underground.
There's a staff on the ground?
Yes.
Okay, everyone's gonna pick it up and just observe it. There we go.
It doesn't really seem magical. If anything, it seemed like it was supposed to support him. You don't see any gems, any particular runes or anything. It just seems to be a nice, carved, and well taken care of willow staff.
He's just gonna set it back down.
Mhm.
Is it still look preserved?
Yes. Oddly so. Kind of, you feel this, I guess, energy from it that doesn't seem to belong. Something's keeping this, still.
I'm gonna go for it. Detect magic.
I see. Text magic.
Can you click on your spell?
Huh? Oh, let me see.
I did.
Okay, so... Okay. So, from the staff itself, the gleaming seems to indicate 3 different tiers of something. Not really indicative as to what. But you do realize that it's trying to indicate something. You're not exactly sure what, though.
Ramon's gonna pick up the staff and just like start walking around with it, see if anything happens.
Nothing.
Okay.
Moan.
He's gonna look at her. He's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, Zen. Is there anything about those spider people you're talking about that you found in the bestiary? Do they have anything to deal with his body?"
Do I notice anything like that?
Make a perception roll.
I will do that.
Yes.
I am the god of sight.
Are you now? Oh, I was about to say, because if you would have rolled really badly, I was gonna be like, are you now? From what you can tell, you don't notice any connections between the Aranea and the staff.
You know what, Ramon?
I meant the body. The staff.
Oh, the body and the staff. You know what, Ramon? You know what I see?
What?
It's a good-looking rug. I feel like I have to say that. That's a good. I feel like we should take that,
That is
rug.
a really good rug.
No one's here. I think that'll look good in my room. You know, I'm just saying.
If you want it, I don't think it needs it anymore.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go next to the body. Say sorry for your loss. You know, pat pat. Hope you're doing all right. I'm gonna take that rug. I want that rug.
So I guess you step by this poor, deep, just dead man by his fucking pool of now dried blood. Just like, oh, sorry.
Oh, is it on the carpet? The blood?
Yes.
Ah.
Okay, not hearing any screams, Arthas probably figures out that they probably just found a body, not any harpies. He's gonna walk in the room. No harpies.
See a dead man.
No harpies. This is
Any
dead
chance I
man.
can get this dried clean?
Actually, Arthas, would you recognize him? He looks like a cleric.
Arthas gives him a look like really.
Yes. I don't know. I never met a cleric.
Arthas is before I go messing with his things. At least allow me to treat him with some sort of ritual to at least preserve what little dignity he has left in this current state.
All right.
Arthas takes out almost like a blanket. It's kind of like a shawl he uses to cover the dead. He puts that over the body.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of He kind of like looks at them staring. You can go back to the others. This will take a moment.
Okay. I will take
Alright.
that rug, even though it's blood soaking.
No, don't take the rug.
Oh my
What?
fucking
I shouldn't take the rug?
No.
It's a good looking
I think
rug
you should
though,
take the rug.
Arthas.
Yeah, remember Arthas, what you're
It's-
talking
it's-
about?
It stinks.
Oh,
It
no,
stinks. It stinks of iron and rot. Why
Ooh,
would
You can get-
actually,
trust me, I
that's
get-
coming handy.
Oh,
It's
fair point.
this man has been dead for years at the least.
Alright, I
I'm still
won't
taking
take
the
the
staff.
rug.
I'm still taking the staff though.
No,
I'm gonna observe it.
It's just his walking stick for.
I don't know. There's nothing special about it.
No, it's just a walking stick.
Well, every old person needs one. He hands it to Arthas. Okay, have a day.
Arthas takes it and like kind of bats him in the side with it.
Okay, that was
Would
pretty
Ramon
good,
able
though.
to dodge that?
It was good.
Would Ramon able to dodge that?
You, yeah. You,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm impressed by your comebacks.
Ori, any responses during this?
What?
I know you're writing.
Are you in the other room?
I'm assuming Ori followed. Probably.
Said you were saying by Arthas, yeah?
Yeah, you're right. No. Were you just gonna be like,
Just like shocked, but also not. Like she's like kind of surprised, but just like, wow, he really just did that.
And Arthas kind of like gently kind of like puts him in a more. It puts him like kind of on top of the rug, and kind of puts him in a little bit more of a better position that isn't just slumped against the wall. And puts his staff like kind of has a staff holding over his chest, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
And then puts the shawl over him, and he starts lighting a few candles and some incense.
I hope there's more rugs down here.
I ask you, Ori can stay. You two can leave. You're going to. I prefer someone of better moral disposition at this current point in time.
I'm
And
slightly
better-
offended, but okay.
Or
Understandable.
or at least better respect for the dead.
Hey, he did.
Ori, Arthur's kind of going to. He's kind of like sitting cross-legged in front of this covered body with the incense burning. Ori, have you done a burial? Have you done a body preservation ritual before?
Not preservation.
Sometimes you come across corpses that you really just can't properly bury, and this is the best you can do. This is one of those cases. Unfortunately, it seems like the Earth has already claimed him and wants to preserve him forever. But we can at least keep him in a little bit more respect. Hopefully, his soul will look at us more kindly at us too, rather than our fellow companions. Arthur's
Ori-
taking off his necklace. Go ahead.
Oria nods and then she crouches down next to him and says a quiet prayer.
In the eyes of the dreamer, and the dark night sky, you will follow your stars. You will follow your dreams. You will live on in your dreams and in the great skies above. Your business is finished here. There's nothing left for you here. It's time for you to ascend to the stars. And it's time for you to go to sleep. Be at rest. In Desna's name, I bless thee. Would anything happen when he does this?
Arthas, as you finish your ritual prayer, you and Ori, correct, are the only people in the room, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You both can feel a shift in the room temperature. And eyes just kind of staring from somewhere.
Arthas kind of sits there for like another minute and starts just a moment of silence.
In that silence, a voice grumbles out. I once had dreams. And, I suppose we do lose a lot of things, other than the air that we breathe. Most are not like those damn grave robbers.
There's peace. There's peace to be found in those dreams. Follow them. It's all you have left now.
You hear a scoff. If only. If only. And the presence sinks away.
Arthas sighs. Arthas kind of like Arthas takes off. Kind of like he kind of peeks through the shawl to glance at the necklace to see if he recognizes it.
Oh, you got it.
Oh.
You got it.
Okay. You lift the shawl of the dead man, correct? The cleric?
Yeah, I mean he's not touching anything. He's just looking at through the shawl.
Necklace that he bears is, like I said, it just seems to be a crossover of a basic spell rune most magicians or wizards would learn at their youngest ages. Knowledge and time.
Also, can I do because clearly that didn't put him to rest. Clearly did not. Let's up our tactics. That didn't work. Arthas looks at the body again. It's been a while since I've done this, and we'll see if it works. And Arthas is going to cast a certain spell to banish whatever evil energy has infested this body, and so he may be free. I'm going to cast magic circle against evil.
Okay, so cool. All right. So as you cast the spell, it seems more focused around this figure. It feels as something fades on the opposite side of the wall in terms of magical force. But from what you can tell, in the direction that's occurring, you don't see any direct opening, only that there are just mismatched stones. And additionally to this, it seems like it's a checkered pattern, but they're not really properly or neatly sat next to each other, and that there's two that seem to be missing, and they're lying nearest the corpse.
So like two stones on the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything behind it? Like behind the stones that fell? In terms of like behind the wall?
Well, it's just it's mismatched bricks. So in saying that, it's just more of there seems to be a certain pattern to them, and these two stones that are nearest it do go into the wall in some sort of way, it seems. It's made of the same quality as well.
So therefore, is it like there's something behind it?
You maybe?
Arthas is gonna
Telling
see
us to blow it up, Wind Waker style.
No.
I mean, Zerul still has those
Shush.
Oh
the
no!
gunpowder bullets.
No.
He's not in the room. He doesn't know
I
anything.
mean,
Arthas is just
man.
going to say one last thing. May the stars guide you to your to peace.
oh,
Silence.
No response.
I know we're supposed to be going, but now I'm curious. What is down this way?
Oh yeah.
What way?
And also, Arthas stands up to see if what
That
the
way.
thing is with these two stones or whatever. If there's anything like behind it or anything.
All right, continuing forward. Let me go ahead and reveal.
Oh, okay.
I know I'm trying to
I know.
also progress this. Run into a door.
Door.
Everyone's gonna
I see if
casually
this-
open this one.
Oh, okay. Well, that works.
Sweet swear to God, there's
What do we do wrong?
Okay, so the second you open the room, a couple different sights greet you. See that there are 4 torches on the wall, and as they are completely glowing as bright as they possibly could, the luminescence that they give off, it seems like this is also another form of a study almost, but more of a makeshift one. As you see a night table to the north, got tons of papers flooding onto the floor. You see a chair, it kind of sits in the corner, untouched, though it has a journal lying on it. And really, before you try to observe anything else, or before you have the ability to, after the progression of a few seconds, it seems as the fires from the almost like wisps move. And you can hear 4 small cackling laughters originating from these wisps. And they start flying, whizzing around the entire room. And the doors lock behind you and in front of you.
Um,
Am I not in the room with him?
You are. Sorry.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Alright. That's not ideal.
Ramon's gonna start laughing with them. I don't know what this joke is, but it gotta be funny.
As you look forward and behind you, the different doors that present are now closed, seem locked from the inside.
Okay, brain work, please. Gonna see what I can do.
Will you now?
I'm gonna see if these are illusions, just in case.
See what?
If these are illusions.
Let me roll something.
Illusion resistance on there.
No, they are not.
Okay. I guess he's gonna pull out a shield.
They don't seem intent on disturbing you. They just seem intent on annoying you, if anything.
This wits, man.
Cackle. They're taunting.
He's gonna put his shield away and just casually. He's gonna put his shield away and just casually walk up to the notebook, like ignoring them completely.
Seems nice.
Well, you walk up to it. You can't really see anything from it. All the light from the room was kind of coming from those things, and currently kind of feels like strobe lights.
Oh, odd.
Ramon's gonna yell at one that was like, "Hey, come here! I need light."
They blow a raspberry.
What?
They're so funny.
So did you hear me?
Can I
or-
see it?
They do not care. They just keep cackling.
Okay, well, I guess Ramon's gonna light another torch around his club again. With spark.
Where?
His club. He's gonna tear off a piece of his clothing and spark.
No, you're going to lose some of your clothes like that.
I know. I don't think Ramon really
Also,
cares.
I have torches. I don't know why you did that.
Nah, you know. Okay, never mind. Use torches then.
All right,
I need
I'll pass
torches.
him. I'll pass him one of my
Oh
torches.
yeah. What's the fate with Arthas
Thank
and
you.
Ori?
No,
Oh, yeah.
he didn't know. He wanted to go away from the smell for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah, of course. So where'd he go?
Just really how your
followed-
friends died.
He followed Ramon and...
So he's in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ramon's gonna turn around, like try to pull him closer. Like, hey, stay.
He nods. I have nowhere
Alright.
else to go, really, right now.
Anyways,
Also-
what does the book say? Because Zin passed me a torch.
Oh, okay. Well, with the light that you can see now, well, the book actually has some really tightly bound, like, lock on it. Something's keeping it closed, magically, at least. But, can't for the life of you pry it.
Can I? You know what? I'm gonna ignore the book right now. I'm gonna light up the torches again,
Oh,
like with my torch.
As you attempt to, your light lasts maybe for a few seconds, but then fades. Seems like the light from the beings that are surrounding you, like strobe lights, are laughing at you for more the direct source of the flames being kindled upon those torches or lanterns.
So, question. Is it the fact that they're lighting up and diminishing their light, the fact why we have trouble seeing, like strobe lights?
No, it seems as, remember, when you entered the room at first, that they were there normally, just these blue lights. And then they started dashing around the room, and that's when the doors closed.
Can I grab one? Attempt to.
Sure.
Hey.
They are fire, so.
So
Wait, is it?
It's alright.
it's all right.
Okay.
Roll dexterity.
He is a tiefling.
What'd you say? What when we roll?
Roll dexterity, please.
Love dexterity.
She got a dexterity.
You quickly
Pretty
grab
alright.
one of them, guide it over to one of the braziers, and as you let it go, it then returns to its normal place, seemingly not really content, but more annoyed that you were ruining its fun.
Here you go, buddy.
Okay.
Sit tight.
Ramon's gonna follow his lead. Just like, okay, that's how that works.
Alright, Ramon. I need you to roll dex.
Wow. Okay. You know what?
So you know how, like, a child tries to, like, catch a firefly? yeah,
Okay.
that. yeah, that.
I'm gonna cast Lullaby on one.
Hey,
Ooh.
hold on.
You sure you okay? I mean,
Wait, hold on. Are these Fae?
you're not
Or like
sure.
a type of Fae?
You're not
Okay.
sure.
Wait, they're Wisp, right? Or is it
They are
just their
wisps.
classification? Okay, they are Wisp. I don't remember they're Fae or not. I don't think Ramon knows either.
No.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
He doesn't know. Rather, I should say.
Alright, well, he's gonna try
Ramon.
Lullaby anyways. Oh, yeah?
I was gonna say I could just help you grab one, and I'll go over to Ramon, and if he allows me, I'll just pick him up, and I'll give him the help action if that's an action in Pathfinder, so he has advantage.
Ramon's like, yeah, that's a good idea. I need upsies.
There you go.
Upsies.
Alright.
But too short.
So,
I'm loving this team combo.
I really do too. Alright, so you get an advantage on dexterity roll, so roll twice. Take a high 52.
Who? Me or?
Ramon.
Okay.
Two single-digit numbers.
Why? Kendall
Wow.
jinxed it.
Oh my god, I almost choked. Okay.
Like when two people are playing chicken in the pool. Flying everywhere.
So still you were unable to catch either wisp, as you are the second time you're closer than the first.
I almost had it.
Let's try it again.
Yes, we got this.
Alright,
We can't do it.
go for it again.
Why is this happening? Is my
60 is pretty
temporary
good.
strength my -2, is that gone now?
That has nothing to do with your dexterity, I don't think.
I know, but I was just wondering.
No, because it hasn't been complete day.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. Okay.
Wait, did
Third
you accumulate?
try?
Wait, did you accumulate that before or after you got to the grove?
I think it was when I was eating the tree.
Oh, yep. Then, yeah. Okay, so it hasn't been that time yet. Okay, so I will say you can remove one from that if you want.
While all this is happening, Leffy is still just
Okay.
up there, just chilling, like laying on
So
Sif, just
true.
reading a book.
But hey, that's what she wants to do. She even told you guys that. She was like,
I wonder if she's even just sitting there having a conversation with Sif. She probably is.
Never
I feel like
really
this is
know.
Scooby-Doo. This is Scooby-Doo.
I feel the farther down we've gone, the more we've lost people along the way.
Oh, why is that so morbid?
Holy fuck.
All right, you catch the second light, Ramon. You place it in the second brazier. It lights. Two down,
There gotta
two-
be an easier way for this.
Two down, two to go.
Alright,
Zen
I'm
can- You can try catching
Let's
another
see
this
what
one.
one's a
Zen.
competition.
Oh.
Let's have a competition. Who can grab theirs
Okay.
first?
I bet.
Alright.
I guess we're having a competition.
All right, Zen, go ahead.
E. Dang it.
You miss. All right, Ramon.
Oh shit!
He grabbed two
Bro?
at the same time. Fuck you both.
Bro, you like dash and almost okay. So you know how Zen like he'll literally miss his. You basically use Zen as like a leapfrog, and you jump off of his back and catch as you jump in the midst of the air. You grab onto the second wisp. You're gonna need Zen's help to get up to the brazier, by the way.
I just say, well done, and I clap, and then I lift him up.
So that's 3 down. There's one more.
Alright. I want to look at her and like, Zin, you want to do this one?
Got this.
You do.
Woo! Hey,
There we
alright,
go.
nice. Alright. Alright. So you catch. It seems very annoyed that its fun has to stop so soon. However, it does resolve, and as you place it in the last brazier, all 3 doors unlock. More specifically, the plating that was blocking certain 2 doors, which are this one, whoops, this one, and this one, unlocked. It seems as the 3rd door to the north was already open, or rather, was more or less unlocked.
Is the notebook now unlocked or whatever?
No.
Okay, Ramon's just gonna
Take
take
it
it.
with
He's
him.
like, yeah, he's gonna put it in his hat with the other book.
Alejandro, you can
What
come
I
up with
named
a
this.
name for that if you want, or I can.
Oh, the journal?
Mhm.
I guess I'll come up with a name. Totally on the fly, that I'll totally have in mind in a few minutes.
We can also remember. You can also put it in DMI's or GMI's only. You can put it in that
There we
chat.
go. I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, exactly. So it won't really matter. It's fine. Then we can put like a little snip to remind. Okay. But yeah, you pick it up. Okay, cool.
Do I
So
just call it locked journal or something?
I'll just do that.
What? What?
Fine.
that's literally what we called it. That's literally
Okay.
what we called it.
Sorry.
You know what? Fuck it. Go ahead. You know,
Sorry.
Alejandra, I am so sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. What room are you guys going into?
What?
What room were you guys going into?
I guess the one we unlocked. Well,
There's
that's the
two.
one that
Anyone's
Ramon's
fine
gonna
with
go
me.
into.
You chat. You decide.
Actually, while
Alright.
you guys are thinking about that, let's go back to Arthas Ori.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Alondra.
You're fine. If anything, I'm impressed by how on the nose you guys have been in the session. Holy shit.
Arthas kind of glances over at Ori. There's one last step that hasn't been done yet. Do you remember what it is?
Good question.
You probably
I'm
would, Ori.
here. Okay, then what is it? Tell me so I can say yes.
It's pretty much purifying the body of the actual scent of death.
Okay, cool. Ori says, yes, I do.
Then go ahead. That's the most important part.
Okay, so there's like a specific thing that I have for that.
It's probably
I think
actually,
it would be
your gem. Like
okay.
an oil?
Yeah,
Or she just say it.
yeah, you
or
can
whatever.
just yeah. It's more of an anointing of oil and a combination of that and more of an additional prayer that you send.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. So it's like the stench of death out of the body or something, was it?
Make it more pleasant.
Okay, cool. So I get to come up with this on the spot. That's fun.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Fine, don't worry.
that's the fun part is you get to come up
Exactly. I'm literally all this stuff I'm coming up with on the spot.
with, let's
That's
go.
improv.
Players
That moves.
be improv, not just the GMs.
Yo!
Hopefully, I purified the body. It's just a thing I just made up. That you know, when you can't bury a body, you just purify it.
I'm dabbing so
Bravo.
hard right now when players improv.
That's headcanon now.
This is rude.
No, it's not.
It's like throwing into a pool, and then you learn how to swim, and then you never have to ask how to swim again.
Yes, exactly.
Don't,
That's exactly
don't
true.
fail the first time, or you won't won't live.
You'll be fine. You'll figure it out.
Right, take the floaties off, let your brain loose.
Something loose, yeah, definitely. Your life, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can say that much, Alejandra. Oh goodness. Okay. Well, you know.
So
Oh, go
the
for it.
removal of stench of death from the body, correct?
Mhm.
Just gonna make sure I have this down, like have it down. Okay,
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
okay, so Ori would probably do this. Water.
You pretty much the shawl. You kind of use the shawl. The shawl pretty much soaks up the oil, and so it coats the body better. So it just leak everywhere.
Okay, so kind of like embalming oil and stuff.
Mhm.
Exactly. And except it's made
Nice.
with the regular water, it's holy water.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that one meme of a guy being like, how do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. I remember that.
That was kind of a
You get
pain
5
spot.
pity
I'm not gonna lie,
laughs,
that would
Kindle.
hurt.
No, you get 5 pity laughs. That's
I
all.
don't want your pity laughs.
I want your pain.
Exactly.
Oh
That's
man.
your pain is rather yummy.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you do that?
Ever feel like you need to like unhear something?
Yep,
was fine.
yep.
Hey,
Rosie, please continue.
I mean, I would if people were talking about me.
I'm sorry. Okay, listen. Okay.
Shut up, Kendall,
Okay,
shut up.
Okay. So, Ori kneels down like all the way now. Like she was like just crouched before, but now she's like kneeling and okay. She clasps her hands together and closes her eyes, but like tilts her head upward toward like heavenward.
Mm-hmm.
And she starts by saying, "The manner of death we leave unconcerned, for this prayer is for the life that was lived, and for what's the word? The vitality that will return, that we do not call this body to life once more. We do call it to its unburdened state, to the rest beyond this veil, to remove the stench of the death that lingers, and to bring upon it the fragrance given by the passing of peace once one steps past the line from this life and into what comes after. I pray on the blessings of Chaldera, on the wings of Desna, of the bonds and relationship, to ward away the evil that they both fight against, to take away the stench of death and bone. For while the earth has reclaimed, the earth must also at once let go. And upon this night, this day, this hour, I borrow the power given to me by my patron. And so I say, and so she gives, and so it shall be. That's there we go.
Arthur looks at her expectantly.
Shit.
Okay, what's she supposed to do after that?
Well, use the oil.
What?
You gotta actually use the oil.
I can hear him.
You gotta actually use the oil, Rosie.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I mean, I figured that was it, but all I heard was laughter, slinks. Anyway,
Don't you remember? First the mind, then the heart, and then the soul.
Ori nods, and then she very carefully.
They are inseparable, yet they are together. You cannot mix them, yet you cannot separate them. They are eternal as the cycle of life and death itself. And this symbolizes the final combination and the separation that exists as they cross the line. Now, you shall make it so.
So, Ori nods, with a lot of meaning, and understanding, and she goes to dress the body with the oil as Arthas directed.
As you do so in the respective places, you feel quite an easier tension, almost sort of released from the body, as whatever magic that was occurring nearby has nearest dissipated, almost completely. Sure, you're able to sense it, but it is an incredibly minor sense. Also, the fact that you're able to emit an aura of good also puts you at odds with whatever this source that you feel. And it almost shirks away, finding a better, more hospitable corpse. So with that out of the way, do one last thing. Ramon and Zen.
At least the Fae won't be freaked out by corpse smelling now.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely a huge thing, yeah. Ramon and Zen, which room did you guys say you were going into?
The locked one.
So, okay. And Zen, you're following?
Of course.
Alright, cool. So you avoid the top room and you go into the one that was locked before, and before you seeks a very long and dark corridor.
Well, okay. We're going down it. Well, at least Ramon is.
Alright.
Well, shouldn't leave him alone.
Zen the
They're
homie.
just going on their own little adventure, like, bruh.
As
You cannot fight your Ramon's curiosity.
True.
I mean, that's just a given. As you then proceed more and more down this hallway, making the turns of lefts and rights, progressive more and more, you can really feel a sort of ominous sense the closer you head. You
Let's
go
be
into,
stealthy.
you feel of something that's just making you incredibly uneasy. However, what you see before you, it appears to be a closed door. What will you do?
Ramon's gonna, like all the doors, casually
Well-
try to open it.
Hold on, Ramon. I'm gonna try and like grab his shoulder gingerly. Maybe
He's
we
like,
should.
yeah.
Maybe we should use a bit more caution. Let's try and be a little quiet, all right?
He's like, you're right. He pulls out his club. He pulls out his club and then casually opens it.
All right. Can I attempt to be quiet?
Sure.
I don't think it matters now, buddy, but okay.
But anyway, you open the door, and similar as what you saw earlier, you find another elevator.
Okay.
And
Well.
that is where I'm gonna end session for tonight.
Okay, we need to go.
Nice.
Okay, secondly, we need to go back to the other room with the undead and take care of where the fuck that shit is.
So,
Are you sure?
you guys.
No,
made
there's
it
more
through the-
doors down here. We gotta discover these doors.
Yeah,
Forget
there's
those
another door.
ones. Those are old news.
Which, by the way, that was beautiful improv. I don't know what you're talking about.
Those, yeah, I know, right?
Oh, it was very good. Yeah.
That
That
was,
was
awesome.
fucking killer, bro.
I'm
I don't know
gonna
about-
say because I have practice because I literally wrote a whole book that was around like death rituals, so I'm gonna assume it's my practice, I guess.
You did really good.
It still was amazing, and it fits the mold of Paladin real well.
Yeah.
Damn, I felt that, man. I felt like I was at like a funeral service or some shit.
For real, I was like, oh no.
I felt sad. Like I genuinely felt sad for this NPC more than I already did. But that's besides the point, right?
Well, just at least we didn't let those two little gremlins take his fingers or whatever.
Oh my god,
I was thinking
yeah.
about it. I was
All right.
thinking about it.
Alright.
Probably desecrate the corpse, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Just
they
because
didn't
he
get the.
died next to a rug doesn't mean I was gonna desecrate it.
Hold on.
Kind of
Let me
already
see how
by-
many
by
fingers I
taking-
have now, because I don't
Okay,
think
first of all,
I
you
don't
are
think
desecrating his corpse by taking the rug with his blood all over it.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
think Rosa knows how many fingers I got. I got 5 regular fingers and 13 thumbs.
What the shit?
Alejandra, you were there. It was during the session.
Was
where,
I?
Yeah, well, I think you were. It was during the session that Aure was taken, and then they went into like this little underground area where there was like a ton of corpses that were piled up.
Oh
And
my
then-
fucking god. I feel like you just unveiled a memory I repressed.
It's like something out of Come and See.
Oh my god. I forgot.
Don't watch
Also,
it.
also
Do a
to
call
the,
favor,
this,
don't watch that movie if you don't want to be
this
emotionally
music,
scarred.
I won't.
Yes,
this
I
music
will
for
be-
this setting was really good.
Oh, thank you.
I really liked it. It
That's-
had me on edge.
It reminded,
Obscura.
me
Something's
of,
gonna go
it
wrong.
reminded me of like Amnesia ambience.
I
Yeah.
was like, Obscura is always a really good track whenever you guys are delving deeper into
Oh,
something.
especially in dungeons.
Especially with dungeons. But I've used this before in second iteration too. I don't remember, when was it that I used this track? I think I
It
used
might
it.
have been for the blood cult.
Oh no! Well, no, not for the blood cult. I think did I use Obscura?
Mm.
I did. You were right. Actually, no,
Well,
no.
that's probably the most. What?
No.
Okay.
I know what I
Not
used
right.
it for. It was I'm trying not to spoil. Certain location, certain caverns. Had to do with person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
That had to deal
Shit.
with dwarves. I'm not saying more about it, but that had to do with
Yeah,
dwarves.
yeah.
You know what one I'm talking about.
Can I give Arthas PTSD? Fuck you. I hate that evil laugh.
You're such a jerk, man.
Yeah.
Listen.
Also having to improv that whole burial thing was interesting.
That was really neat. Honestly,
I'm
I love
impressed.
the cooperation between the players and DM there. That is like peak cooperation. I really
That was
appreciate
gorgeous.
that. That was awesome. That was really well done. And the fact that you guys mostly have taken care of like all of the rooms on this floor in this section.
Make me so happy.
Yeah, I know.
Make me
Like,
so happy.
We still have to take care of that big giant room with actual combat in it.
Well, that only has one extra door, and there's like 2 doors over here, so we're
I
gonna.
mean, yeah, I'm sure
look
the
at
other.
these
I
first.
feel like the other door in that room with the torches probably leads back to the giant room.
Or we go more Scooby Dooies and
Well,
split off
I
into
mean-
teams.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I'm for that. Yeah.
no.
Oh my
The session's
God.
gonna be so long if we do that.
you don't
You're
know.
probably right.
You don't know.
Probably.
It's
Yeah,
we
you
don't
know.
we really don't know. Like it could be something small. It could be something
With
large. You have
our
absolute-
group, no one knows.
You really don't. It's a hand toss. Again, like last session, you guys were struggling to leave the elevator.
Well, we were a lot more on top of our game because
I
we
like
nearly
the
cleared the
elevator,
entire
though.
floor.
Hey, you
Oh,
guys
the
actually, I
entire
think you
floor.
guys literally used your like all of your brain cells. Like we
I'm so proud of you.
like we all spread them around evenly this time.
And
Each of us had
also,
one. Oh, what's
and
up?
also, still, I'm still very curious. It'll be very interesting if I hear about Levia and Sif bonding.
It's possible because
I
know.
mean, considering how those two would actually probably get along more than you think, because they actually have very similar viewpoints.
Mm-hmm.
Except Sif is a little bit less bitchy.
Damn.
as I want you to tell Levia that, but
No, and also she's not arrogant to assume everyone knows who she is.
again, you might want to tell Levia that, but
Yeah, no, Arthas is going to when he gets back up.
she is either not going to care or
No, I
a
mean,
selection of other
she
things.
will she will when Arthas is like, hey, look at this little funny red crystal we found.
Oh boy!
Damn, holding that over
Ow.
her head? You sure
I'm
that's not
sorry.
gonna make her pissed?
I just thought of something. So that scene
Well-
reminded me of something. That one room, the wisp room, and I was like, why does this seem familiar? And then for some reason it popped in my head was Luigi's Mansion.
That's actually nice that you put that together.
Boy.
That is
No, if only we had a vacuum. No, if only we had a freaking vacuum.
yes.
Oh my.
Be like, Harpy,
You know what I find
you
funny?
Harpies.
Oh, also, what did you guys think about the? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I love how that awesome funeral moment was going on.
Yo.
Me and Zen and Ramon were just having a field day in that room.
That's why. That's
I
why
love the
Arthas
contrast.
That was
kicked.
good old walk.
Bro,
That's
if
why
they would've-
Arthas kicked Ramon and Zena because he knew they'd just be disruptive the whole time. And he's just like, no, fuck off.
Bro, you just
Having
start
fun.
hearing the hopping on the other side of the wall as you're having this ritual ceremony.
There's a lot of support going on in that room, and I'm for that.
Glad they were deeply separated, but
Yes.
more specifically pertaining towards the puzzle. What did you guys think of it? Like, I think that was.
I
I
thought the
thought
puzzle
that-
was fun.
I mean, yeah,
I
it
like
was
the puzzle.
fine. It's just
Oh, yeah.
I like doing investigation work and puzzles, but that's just me.
Definitely, the board game was my interesting try at making something
It was.
that worked,
Oh.
and it actually worked
Maybe-
kind of
maybe-
well.
You know what we could have done? We could have intentionally made it a tie.
Well, not really, because
Oh yeah,
one
because how
person,
turns
yeah.
work.
Well, no, it's not saying that. It's just saying that one person has to touch it before the other because you can't split turns.
Exactly. That's
So
what
yeah,
I mean.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we
yeah.
couldn't make a group decision.
No, you couldn't tie that at the same time because it's more
Kindle.
move based. Yeah.
That harpy scene though, that actually freaked me out a little. Like I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like at first I was like, oh, great birds. I got excited. Oh, sorry. I
No,
won't say any more after that.
no, you're good. That was the intention. Now next
They're harpies,
session,
bro.
we'll explore that, and I think a certain
Well, we gotta
someone
deal
will
with
be a
the
little
undead.
bit happy. A
What?
certain someone who is also present in the call will be really, really happy.
Nudge, nudge.
Alejandra?
What now?
We're gonna do the thing.
What thing?
It's already been done.
It's already
It'll
been done, by the way.
Which
Are you
gorgeous, by the way.
including the
Absolutely
thing with the
wonderful.
thing?
Huh?
Are you including the other thing with the thing?
The
Very
other,
scared.
the other thing in being, what is the other thing?
The thing I made that I showed you.
No. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That.
That's what's happening. Cool.
It's wonderful, by the way.
Oh,
We still need to take care of those stupid undead.
Or, counter argument, we don't.
Where was the
Could just leave them.
permission?
No,
Absolutely.
Absent.
Okay. Here's the thing, though.
Also,
Do you want experience?
I follow this, so I saw it anyways. Like on YouTube.
We'll
Oh,
get
well,
experience one way or another.
Okay, and how about instead of getting it one way, we get it multiple ways.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Nah,
Yeah,
I choose
you're right.
exploration.
Okay, there
I
is
am now
exploration.
at
There's a whole
20
nother
pages
floor
now.
we haven't gone up to.
Look at that, you're famous now.
I'm famous. What do you mean? No. What are you talking about? What did you do?
Nothing.
No.
Nothing at all.
What did you do?
Absolutely nothing. This time I have done nothing wrong.
Are you sure? Because I feel like no.
So essentially, it's a cool thing I like GMIs only, because what I was trying to do was I didn't want to alert you to it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this in this text channel. I think it was going to be what was it? I was gonna put it in Realize the Music, but then I looked and I'm like, she's potential Realize, she's gonna see that, so I had to put it in GMIs only. And I was like, she won't know. I was trying to make sure. I was trying to make sure to cover all my bases so you had no idea, and it worked. And, yeah, that's...
So next session, I'm excited. This sounds awesome.
And...
It is? So,
It is.
Actually,
Sounds very
Tim, I
scary.
want to talk to you about that.
Oh, yeah, what's up?
So, I'm gonna be gone for like, let me see. I want to say throughout June, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just curious. This is a big if. Whenever I'm gone, can I have like Ramon just studying?
Sure.
Like, doctor and stuff.
Sure.
Just so I could double whammy things.
Oh, by the way, so studying, does that mean you're not going to be encountering the harpies?
Well, I don't know. It depends how things go and what happens.
Okay. Just keep me updated, and that way I can make adjustments to the plan thing that I've got going on. That way I can, yeah. But yeah, you keep me
Okay,
updated
and
and just, yeah. What's up?
There's actually a archetype, I think it's called.
Hmm?
I don't want to say it just yet because of, I forgot. Brain went dead.
You sure that's the reason?
Because it was an archetype, and that would take forever.
Uh-huh.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. I know it was a clash between Bard and Cleric.
Yeah, there is a blend. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Oh yeah, Rosie, archetypes. Archetypes are really cool, like blends that you can do to further customize the base class that you have. So for Paladin, there's a lot of stuff actually. Hold on, let me open up Yield D20 PFSRD. Go to Paladin. Go to archetypes. Actually, contents. Can I show them? Archetypes, alternate class. Okay. Let's see if it's gonna pull up a list of it. All right, so there's a lot. For example, you have Champion of the Crusade, Knight of Coins, Banishing Warden, Hunting Paladin, Kraken Slayer, Pearl Seeker, Chosen One, Combat Healer Squire, Divine Hunter, Dusk Knight, Enforcer, Ghost Hunter, and the list goes on.
Okay.
And there are like a lot of these different different abilities that you can have that go along with that. And basically, I'd recommend looking at the archetypes.
Okay.
Just kind of adding, because it adds to what you already have. It gives your character a bit more customization. I think that's one of the main things.
Can you send me the link?
Oh, yeah,
please?
yeah. Here, Paladin archetypes. I half thought that was screaming for a second. I'm not gonna lie. And I realized it was a door, and I'm like, whoa, okay.
So can the water
My
wheel-
bad.
Taylor, what?
Are we doing like an intermission or something?
No. Session's over. We finished
Oh.
session.
Terry, you missed the whole thing.
Dang it, Taylor!
Well, I'm barely awake right now. What can I say?
No, you're okay. And that's why I was like going to talk to you guys about trying to push session for a little bit earlier, but I know some people have to eat. And obviously with Rosie and some
Yeah.
other people having responsibilities to take care of during that time, it's really hard to do it early. But if we were to do it earlier, we'd just have to check with everyone and just make sure. But it seems like this time just works the best. I wanted to try a different idea, like with the thing what I presented and proposed earlier, and seeing how that would work, because I think that would be kind of neat and gives everyone a bit more time in terms of like, more people are able to be here and not tired leave or some other reason. You know, just that sort of thing. But yeah, it doesn't really work for certain people, which makes sense. It's honestly fair. So, in terms of Ori interaction and with everything, honestly, props with you being a new group member. Props to you. And again, Dom, I am very appreciative of you as well, because as I haven't seen, like, I remember telling Nick a while ago, like, oh, hey, Dom might seem interested in joining. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And I basically was like, oh, okay. And I kind of didn't say much about it because it was back in second iteration. And I was like, huh. And then I realized after bringing it to first iteration, I was like, hey, we can give this another start. Might as well. Give him an invite. And I think that was a really good decision, because Zen is a really, really neat character.
I really appreciate that. My Wi-Fi disconnected right when you were about to say what you were gonna say.
Dang it!
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I was
Didn't
just
hear it.
basically giving you compliments of how, we made the right choice in having you be a player. That's all I was saying.
Oh,
In essence.
thank you.
Yeah. What's up?
I was gonna ask. This is a big if, a what if, just an
Okay.
if.
Okay.
So, since my guy's gonna be somewhat of a doctor in a way, is there a way I could get heal checked off, or do I
Yeah.
just leave it
Yeah.
unchecked?
Yeah. You can get that ability just once you actually do the thing.
Okay, so it's not quite yet.
Yeah. Not quite yet, but
Okay.
eventually. Yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
That's exactly right.
Kendall,
Yo.
do you think I should look at the archetypes as well? Because actually,
I recommend everyone to look at archetypes, because archetypes are really interesting. They can give your character a lot more flavor and give your class a lot more flavor, just in maybe one or two skills alone, and that makes it a slightly more enjoyable experience instead of certain monotonous things over and over and over again, because that does happen from time to time, especially when it comes to like character actions and how they actually fight in combat and whatnot. But, oh, Rosie, you are gonna love Smite. Yo, as a paladin, you are going to be using Smite so often. It is one of my favorite things that exist in the D&D world, other than being a GM, and out-of-body experiences are one of the most enjoyable parts about DMing, and for me at least. And there has to be another thing. It's Smite. That's all I can really say. Once you use it a couple times, you'll realize why that is. And then you'll be just like me, and then you'll be like, I love Smite. See enemy? Smite.
Well, it is called Smite, so, I mean, how would you not like that?
I mean, some people don't like the constant roll and thunder and clash in combat. Some people don't. Oh!
Shocking.
I know, right? Also, Alejandra Hoff got back on, so that means we have all 8 people for static. Now he said he actually said he was going to start grinding, and tonight he was like, I'm probably gonna make it to like level 30 or further than that by tomorrow. And I'm like, wait, what? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, all right. So he's been putting in the work now that he's actually, you know, it's break time. So I think we're gonna be able to start raiding soon. The one thing I really want to do though, so we'll need to I gave Skip a 60-day game time code.
Maximize it.
Yes, exactly. And so he said he would be able. That was one of the main reasons why I asked him if he was able to get a job in like 2 months. And I was like, yeah. He said yeah, and he said yes. And I'm like, okay, I got you. I'll cover for the 2 months that you're trying to get it, and then we'll be able to raid then. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Really, really, I do. And we'll start doing. Hopefully. If you aren't busy tomorrow, hopefully we can do a little bit of something. I think we will have you, me, Skip. We'll have, I think, one more person, and Taylor. And I want to run through a couple of things with y'all, see how that goes.
I don't work tomorrow, so woo.
Oh, you don't?
Nope, that's why I'm up still.
Oh, well, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Also, Rosie. Is there anything about session that you felt was lacking, missing? And I'm gonna ask this question to everyone else.
No, I don't think so.
All right, cool.
Not to me, at least.
Okay. Neat. And Dom, for you?
Oh, not at all. It was wonderful.
Okay, and then Zachary, for you? Nice.
Just preparing a list.
yeah, he's going down the list, checking his bullet points. I doubt he's here, but anyway. But yeah, guys, I am really appreciated you guys for being here once again and all that sort of stuff. I'm really thankful that you guys are able to be players in this campaign, and seeing as it's going much better than well, I wouldn't say much better, but yeah, it is much better, but better than second iteration. Comparatively better than second iteration was.
There we go.
Yeah, it's better in the sense of camaraderie and just division of players from the table and your actual characters, and just realizing the dynamic of such and not being upset and stuff like that. And I think that is a really good sort of environment that I was trying to get with my previous groups that was really difficult to. For second iteration, it was hard, but it was passable. But then my game club group, it was almost near impossible. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be completely honest, Zach. The game club group, it was really, really hard to keep things like from the outside teetering in. It was really, really tricky, because I remember a couple of things that happened with William and Edgar and all that sort of stuff. So I really appreciate y'all for sticking around, and now we're at 21 sessions, believe it or not.
Weird.
It's so strange, man.
Say it again. Sorry.
We're at 21 sessions, by the way.
Oh, 21. Sorry, had to.